5-7 Video Game Podcast.
Oh, yes. Whether it's a beer, a shot, or even a glass of wine, as always, grab your favorite beverage and welcome to Level 857 Video Game Podcast with your hosts. This is all jumbled up right now. But it started with me, Alg857. What up?
The 23rd Stallion.
Stikz.
And Chalk is in
And Chalk is in here.
He's in Japan.
Yes. And we got Turbo calling in.
Yes, absolutely, absolutely. And the special guest we're having on the podcast tonight has been here before. And like us, he believes that, and probably like you guys all out there listening and watching right now, believes that beat 'em ups have really been enjoying a renaissance for a good maybe 15, 20 years or something right now. That's why he believes that his upcoming hard-hitting co-op beat 'em up banger will be crafted with such love that its quality will be enough to earn its place to stand aside the greats that we have come to enjoy over the years. So please put your hands together, stand up, and give a warm round of applause for the developer for Fallen City Brawl, Mike.
He's having a
That's
seizure.
awesome.
He's having a seizure. Oh, no.
Yes.
That's amazing.
Thank
You.
Well,
It's even more
Welcome.
intense when you do the intro with your own camera because you look more intense.
Yeah.
I got a close up on me right while I'm doing the intro. So
Welcome
hell
back,
yeah.
Mike. Welcome back.
Hell yeah.
It's amazing to be back. It's great to see you all. Thank you for having me back.
Yes, you haven't aged a day.
Oh, it's been a little while. My beard's a little bit grayer, receding a little bit. But
It's been
My
four-
secret, so you can't see the grays, is that you keep the hair low. If you keep the hair low, they can't see the grays as much.
Now,
a deliberate low hair.
It's been about it's been what, 4 years since
he was
yeah,
on
yeah.
he was on Skype last
That's
time.
crazy. That's
Last
a long time ago.
Wow.
Skype is not even a thing.
Yeah.
I know I messaged you. I was like, "Are we joining on Skype?"
yeah.
It's like, oh, a
I
lot's
looked up your
changed.
messages. It was Skype. before.
yeah. What's Skype?
A lot's changed, man. A lot's changed.
I don't even know what they use now. What is it? Meet?
I don't know.
I think it's like Meet.
Windows, yeah, Windows
or Team.
groups or some shit,
Teams.
something like that.
Might
They
be
still got
Teams.
Zoom. Zoom is still something. We don't use it because they charge money. So yeah.
Listen, as long as the
Gotta
season's
save
over
where you
there.
can, man. Gotta save where you can.
All right.
But it's been a while though.
Can we do some shout outs in the chat?
Sure. What we got?
Let's do it. What we got? Who's in there?
I see Hapazar. Hapazar. And I see no one else.
Well, there goes.
I think everyone's shy. Everyone's shy.
That's all right.
I see like 7 heads in there. But,
As long as you hit that like button,
I see
I'm
Bizarre
happy.
and a few of us, and we'll say Bizarre again.
Bizarre gets props twice. Yes.
Oh,
That's why he's got the #1 spot.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
That's at level 857 intern right there.
Hell yeah.
He's got the crown right now.
Hell yeah.
He does.
So everybody sitting there listening right now, you want to take that spot? All you gotta do is type a little bit.
Yeah.
That's all.
That's it.
Let us know you're there. Let us know you're there.
Yeah. So let's
Oh,
get
yeah.
into the main topic.
Let's get in.
Yeah,
Let's
behind
get in.
the
Pause.
behind the beatdowns. Hell yeah, man.
Yes, let's
With
talk.
Mike Wills.
Yes, Fallen City Brawl. The development since last time he's been on.
Yep.
So what has been going on since then, sir?
Wow, it has been a while. It's taken me a while to get to this point. So Fallen City Brawl was when I originally kind of came up with the concept and kind of what I wanted to achieve with the game. We looked at doing a Kickstarter, and when I was last with you guys, it was before that Kickstarter happened. And got a lot of support on the Kickstarter. It was the first one I'd done, the only one I'd done. A lot of really kind of passionate beat 'em up players, people really interested in the genre, and saw something in the game. Didn't quite make it to the target, and so the way Kickstarter works, if you don't get your target, you don't get that funding. But that was a shame. But it was, when one door closes, another one opens, and there was an opportunity came with that. So it kind of gave the opportunity to partner with East Asia Soft. So we partnered with a publisher for this release, which it's been a huge kind of support to the game's development. They've handled a lot of the hard work in terms of kind of things like kind of the Steam kind of page setup, and created a great Steam page. A lot of the kind of support in the background that, you know, I'm very fortunate as an indie kind of game developer to have that support kind of around me kind of through that development. So kind of we partnered with East Asia Soft, and then I've been developing the game since. And, you know, we started off with a demo that was intended to kind of capture the kind of feel of the game that I was trying to create. I was really aiming for that walking into an arcade feeling, you know, when back in the kind of late 80s, kind of 90s, music kind of blaring out, people kind of stood crowded around the machines, looking at the latest machine, and kind of had this vision of creating a beat 'em up that kind of captured some of the kind of magic that, you know, with Final Fight, with kind of Double Dragon games, and then in the home as well with like Streets of Rage series, really trying to kind of bring some of that back. And when I started this was before Streets of Rage 4 was announced. So this was, you know, going back some time. And, you know, when that game was announced, that was, you know, it was fantastic news, because I think it brought a lot of kind of focus and attention to the genre, to the beat 'em up genre. And, you know, there's been beat 'em ups released kind of all the time, really. But I think since that point as well, we've had, you know, a real surge in the number of really good high quality beat 'em ups that have been coming through. So yeah, it's kind of great time for people that like that kind of game. And you know, I'm trying to create something, and hopefully I've created something that people will really enjoy.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
Well, first question, Mike, do you like the game?
I do. You know,
how do you feel about it?
It's, you know, I've been playing this game, you know, testing it and kind of iterating on it and tweaking it and developing new bits of it. And I think there was a point in time where I was, you know, what I wanted to achieve with it I wasn't getting there. You know, I was getting some good feedback from the demo originally, but it needed some work. It wasn't fast enough, so I've improved the speed. The way the kind of game looked has really kind of come on, I feel. And the way, you know, the sound of the game, the music's always been good. Working with Daniel Lindholm, he's a fantastic composer. His soundtrack has always been something that's kind of pushed the game forward. Same for the kind of the hand-drawn art that you see on the title screen and the kind of character select screens. That's a guy who goes by the name of Zeb BR on Twitter, and he's a fantastic artist. And I think some of those kind of character, that image there, that's been like something that's been through the game since the early days, and I think has really helped push it forward. But yeah, so I wanted to make sure that, you know, the game around it was going to be, you know, really fun to play and had some depth to the combat as well. So really tried to push the kind of juggling and the kind of combos and some of the systems around the combos. So the idea is that as you kind of increase the combos, you kind of release these gems. If you collect the gems, that gives you access to the riot bar. You've got different kind of tiers using that riot bar that kind of gives access to like super moves and kind of maximizes your score as well. So there's quite a score focus in the game, which is another kind of arcade kind of throwback that I really wanted to push in here, where if you kind of get into those kind of riot modes, you multiply your score and you can achieve some really high scores kind of using the systems that the game kind of presents, you know. So and also really trying to push just that flexibility in the combat system, so you can kind of pound people on the ground as well, and you can do counter moves as well. So if someone's kind of coming at you, you can counter those attacks. And so I've tried to create some depth in the system as well. So yeah, it's been a process of iterating on, but yeah, I've come to, you know, I've always enjoyed the genre. I've always wanted to create something that people would look at and play and enjoy, you know. So
I think that's probably the most surprising thing, and we were talking before the podcast, is I have to give you credit because coming out with a beat 'em up right as Streets of Rage 4 is happening, it's like, oh shit. It's like, you've got to be fucking kidding me. Like, of all the times to come out with a game, but all these beat 'em ups are so different. I don't think any of them are like ripping off each other. Like, if you look at Double Dragon Gaiden, Turtles, Splintered
Fate.
Why did Splintered Fate feel like the wrong name? Splintered
Shredder's
Fate,
Revenge.
Splinter Cell.
Shredder's Revenge. All these Streets of Rage 4, and this game feels different. It doesn't feel like these games. I mean, of course, beat 'em ups all feel similar, but it feels different. And the one thing that stood out, because I did have time to play this game, I did play the demo. The first thing immediately is, of course, as you mentioned, Daniel Lindholm's music. That's the first, and that was the first thing that got me in Streets of Rage 1. Was that first track in Streets of Rage 1 was so important because that set it ahead of Final Fight.
And that's different than the older demo, right?
Yeah, it's faster.
It's different.
Yeah,
music.
this is fast, and it's and I remember us talking about it on the last podcast was the hits. The hits sound very, very awesome.
Yeah, the
very
impact
awesome.
is much better now.
Hove the Gamer, sorry to interrupt. Hove the Gamer asks what
Dude,
he
I'm
asked.
sorry. I'm sorry.
He asked what question. He has a question. He wants to know what platforms is this on.
Okay, so the demo is available on Steam at the moment. So that's live now on Steam. This is going to release on the 12th of August for Steam and GOG as well.
Nice.
So both on the PC. There's going to be console versions as well. So we're going to release across all kind of major consoles later this year. So we haven't got a date pinned down for that, but it's going to be later this year. And East Asiasoft are supporting with those console releases, which again is another kind of, I guess, another positive of that kind of relationship. It's something that I would never have been able to achieve, on my own. I don't have those kind of relationships with those platform holders. So this is so it's going to be across kind of all kind of major platforms, starting with Steam and GOG as well.
Nice.
Yeah,
Nice.
I haven't got the Steam demo. I think I was keen to get the demo kind of up. I think it's important people get the chance to play something before they, kind of look to purchase it. And I think it's something that it's been very helpful in getting feedback, from people playing the game. Some of the things that as you're developing, it's hard to see, and you need people with fresh eyes looking at this, kind of giving that feedback. And the speed of the game was one of the things that really I've really worked on. The kind of depth of the combos and things like that as well. It kind of all comes from some of that feedback. So.
yeah, it's definitely one of the faster beat 'em ups that I've played. That's the first thing I noticed. I was like, oh, this is fast. This is like a fast arcade. Loud, like if you for those who've played arcade games in the past and ever went to like big areas that had arcade games and like you get the speakers that are very loud, this is a game that you would hear, like just the sounds of the game are loud. When you do the special move, it's loud. The gunshot, the shotgun, that sound from the shotgun just feels so good. It just sounds like and it plays like just a very intense in your face beat 'em up. And it's different. It's just very different from has similarities. Don't get me wrong, but I mean it's different from the feel of other beat 'em ups that I've played.
I'm glad that it's kind of trying to carve out its own niche a little bit, because I think there are a few different beat 'em ups, and yeah, when Streets of Rage 4 was announced and it was in the kind of early days of developing this, it was a bit like, oh god, that's competition. Wow. But at the same time, we've been waiting for a new Streets of Rage for years, so it was great.
Yeah, right.
But yeah, I think it's even to be kind of talking about it in the same, for people to mention it in the same breath as Streets of Rage is a huge kind of compliment. I couldn't hope to kind of top that. But I'm trying to bring something that feels great to play, and is just capturing that arcade feel. And I think that has been something I focused on from day one. Things like when you're kind of about to do with kind of the ground pound move, you get like a little icon kind of flashing on the screen. It's the kind of with a kind of joystick and hammering the buttons kind of thing. You used to see it on some of the kind of Neo Geo games and stuff like that as well. But I'm trying to. There's kind of when you start, there's like an insert coin kind of hit any button kind of vibe going as well. And obviously you don't need to insert a coin, but I just like it. I just like that kind of that look and feel, you know. So yeah, and I'm glad that the impact feels good when you're kind of punching and kicking. There's something there around the sound effects, and also trying to get the frames of animation to play nicely in terms of, you know, that punch landing and the reaction, and trying to get that timing right.
Yeah.
And using some kind of hit pauses as well, so you kind of got that pause happening at the right time.
Yeah, it's very important, and it could be easily messed up if you played. Remember we were talking about Double Dragon for the Sega Master System?
Yes.
The impact on that and how they fall after you punch and stuff. It's very hard to get timing right on beat 'em ups. But I did play the demo, and I've noticed some changes since the last demo. And like we said on the last podcast, we said we do see the Geo influence, definitely arcade feel there. But this one feels like you've nailed the late 80s vibe like a lot. And I wanted to ask, where did the Midway influence come in? Because I notice it because there's rainbow. I like the words.
Yeah.
Like you know how the colors change while you're doing it?
Yeah.
Like that was a Midway thing, definitely like on Smash TV and stuff like that. And when you pick up the money on the ground, I could see all that influence in there. So I just need to know.
You know what? There is some Midway. Was Narc Midway as well?
Yes.
I might be wrong. Was Narc Midway? If I'm wrong, someone will tell me.
I think it was Williams. Was it Williams? That's all.
Yeah, was it Williams? Was it
Like
Williams?
all
It's
the
that kind
same
of
thing.
Yeah, maybe it was. But there's a lot that I've tried to bring for, because when I started playing games, this was kind of kind of mid to late 80s. Like I'm 45 now, so when I started playing games, it was that kind of, those were the arcades I was walking into, and that, I don't know, it sears on your mind, doesn't it? You know, I've got some really good memories, kind of walking into an arcade, thinking, oh, that's new, I want to play that, and looking at, you know, that thing where you've got people crowding around the machines. I remember walking into an arcade in Bournemouth in the south of England, and it's like a seaside kind of resort, so it was. And it's still got arcades, but back then it was massive, and they had one of the first kind of Street Fighter 2 machines, I think, in the country at the time. And it was this huge machine with like, massive screen, and you must have had like 30 people kind of crowded around it, kind of like taking turns, and it's just that kind of feel that I'm trying to capture, you know. So yeah, I'm glad a bit of that's coming across. Thank you. It's kind of you to say.
Oh yeah, anyone from around that era. You'd be like, oh yeah, I can see it right there. I know. Yeah. But I think Acclaim took over a lot of those titles over here, so I don't know about over.
I just looked it up on Google to confirm. Narc was from by Midway.
It was Midway, right?
Yeah.
Narc, yeah.
Cool.
But also in this, I did the juggling, which is fun. And I also noticed we only had 2 people that we can choose from, but there's a total of 4 in the game, or are there any extras that you're planning on doing afterwards?
Just the 4 at the moment, but I am planning on updates after kind of release. And I think so there's 4 characters. So you've got Sergeant Clay, who's like the kind of special teams kind of cop. He's the guy with the shotgun. And you've got Natasha, who's got the wrench. She's a mechanic. She's fighting to try and kind of find her sister, who's kind of got caught up in the kind of gangs that you're fighting. She's trying to go and find her. And then there's Rico, and he's kind of a kind of ex-special forces guy. And his kind of unit was wiped out by the guy who they're all trying to get. And there's also Iron Jackson. He's the big guy with the chain. So yeah, there's 2 characters playable in the demo. Over the kind of years, the demo's changed a bit with which characters are playable at which time. But I've kind of gone for these 2 for this demo because I think they're quite different styles of play. That kind of using the shotgun or throwing the wrench, it kind of mixes up the way the game plays a little bit, the kind of different speeds to the characters and things as well. But the wrench was really that kind of wrench was interesting to program, because basically you can be holding it, or you could have thrown it and so you could have dropped it, or you could have been hit and you've dropped it. So kind of the game has got to kind of respond to that. I've tried to kind of mix up the kind of different combos you can do based on whether you're holding the wrench or not holding the wrench. So there's kind of some stuff in there that was kind of tricky to work out all the different kind of combinations of what that kind of means in terms of the combos. But it was enjoyable doing it. But yeah, I think those two characters kind of quite different. But then Ian Jackson's more of a kind of tank character. You know, he's a big guy, big kind of chain. And Rico again he's kind of faster. He's kind of got some really kind of quite kind of tight, punchy kind of attacks. He's got a handgun as well, which is quite cool. So so I'm looking forward to people playing with them as well.
I like the fact you can have your primary weapon and also grab weapons off the ground and still use them. Because other games, they would be like, no, you got a weapon already. You can't do that. So.
Yeah.
But it does
Yeah,
change.
That's true.
Yeah, it does change how you plan to use it, though. Like, you can get it knocked out of your hand, too.
Yeah, I probably played it the worst way possible because I was like, I ran out of bullets fast. I'm like trying to I'm like, I just want to shoot everyone. I'm like, oh shit, I ran out of bullets. All right, so let me just attack people. Then I got surrounded. I said I probably should have looked at the tutorial because I know there's counters and there's different ways to you could bounce people off the walls. You could the end of your combo matters because you could pop people up and all that stuff. So I was like, all right.
I didn't know there was counters.
Yeah, there's counter. Yeah, she did it. At the beginning of this gameplay, she did a counter. Yeah. It was. I said, wow.
Do the tutorial.
Yeah, do the tutorial, or you'll end up like me on the floor, beat up. Quick question: even though that this is about to come out, is there any plans? It could be a little premature, but is there any plans for any downloadable content, such as costumes, extra missions, or characters, such as the level 857 crew? I'm sorry, excuse me. Sorry,
I'd love to do that. I would love to do that. So, what I have a list of things I want to do. I want to do with the game to move it forward. So there's going to be there'll be updates. There will be updates after release.
Nice.
Things like kind of different costumes, things like that. I'd like to do some of that. I think. There's a few things that I'd like to bring in. I'm keen to kind of get the feedback. Obviously, when people have kind of played it, seeing how people are finding the game. And there'll be quite a lot of feedback, I'm guessing, will come through as well in terms of what people want. But I think there's some good ideas there, and I'm keen. This is a game that it's taken me a number of years to get here, and it's something that we're proud of and that we want to kind of support kind of moving forward. So I think I'm very keen that it's got a life to it, kind of beyond release, and that we are able to update. So yes is the answer. Will it have you guys in it? I hope so.
Oh, that'd be
You all
great.
heard him.
Even if I'm in the background, I don't care.
Yeah.
Yeah, right. Just like Retromania Wrestling, we're in the
Yeah.
back of one of the arenas.
Yeah,
That's easy to program. It just literally in the background.
Yeah.
You know what the funny thing is? There's a joke on the podcast where our buddy Big Chalk, who's not here today, we refer to him as the mid boss. So if he was a mid boss, I would die.
Oh my god!
But he'd be like the easiest mid boss. It takes 2 hits and he's done. Like,
That sounds about right. Sounds about right.
yeah, that sounds about right. Get rid of him in like 2 seconds.
A joke.
Or he could be the guy who stands in front of the actual boss and gets tossed away.
Yes. He acts like the mid boss and he slaps him out of the way. Like, get out of here.
That's always a fun thing.
Think you're about to fight him? He's like,
Get outta here.
The door falls on him or something.
He tries to get out of the car like he's the man. It's like, nah, you're not the man. Get out of here, man.
That's hilarious.
I feel like he's going to be watching this back at some
Oh,
point.
probably.
oh, he is.
Yeah, we probably will.
We have a.
He's
we
gonna
have a-
catch it.
Yeah, we always roast the members that aren't in here. So
Yeah, that's,
Yeah.
Oh, he's in Japan, so he's on a totally different time zone right now. So yeah, he's
Yes.
probably.
He'll see it later. He'll see it later.
yeah.
He's in the future.
He'll
right
catch
now.
this later. He'll catch it later.
YTC in the chat has a question for you, Mike. He says, will it have intimate
Oh, no,
Will it be intimacy in the game? Romance options.
he
Definitely.
wants to know if there's infinite
It's not that kind of
continuous-
game. I haven't done that.
Special mode. Special mode.
He's like, I'm not trying to sell this. What are
Like,
you
hold on,
talking
let me
about?
dim the lights. Hold on.
Any romance.
No, infinite continues.
Yes.
And easy to pick up and play.
Right.
Or is it going to be like more difficult and old school?
So there isn't infinite continues in the moment, but there is different difficulty settings. So there's the kind of normal difficulty setting, which is more generous with continues, and is there's a whole kind of range of things that kind of vary the difficulty. So there's kind of the number of enemies on the screen, the impact that punches have on you, the impact that you have when you're punching. There's a whole kind of range of things to try to build in. There is quite a jump between the kind of normal difficulty and the hard difficulty. So one of the things that I might look to do kind of after release is to look at some kind of greater grades between the difficulties, because the hard is quite hard, but the kind of regular mode, I think you'd be okay. But if you enjoy this kind of game, I think you'd be okay with it. I've not intended it on the regular mode to be too hard. I know there's some games that are just like throw everything at you. I've not intended it that way for the regular mode. The hard mode is harder though, so some balance there, I hope. And maybe things like infinite continues are something that I could introduce kind of post-release as well. It's not a big kind of coding challenge or anything. So
3 lives.
Thank you for
Three lives, no continues.
That's how old school.
Get killed in 3 hits. What?
Get good, damn it.
1 hit kill. That's it.
Yeah.
A lot of positivity in the chat. Thiago B says the game looks wonderful. YTC says congrats on this long journey getting to the finish line.
No, that's kind, guys. Thank you. I appreciate the questions as well, and people kind of watching and commenting, and it's been great. There's been, from the very early days of the game, there's been people that I'm still in touch with, kind of on Twitter and kind of other social media, and that have kind of stuck with the game over the years. And whenever I've shared kind of videos and clips, they've kind of jumped in and liked it or shared it or commented, and that's that's brilliant. And it kind of helps kind of keep you going, because I think it's quite a lonely thing because I've had some, like I say, fantastic support from East Asia. So I've got Daniel with the soundtrack, Zeb with the artwork as well. But it's a lot of the time is me kind of working on that game kind of on my own, really. And there's I enjoy that, but you do get there's challenges that come with that. And I think having people kind of in your corner, taking the time to come and listen to might not be good to listen to me, they might be here to listen to you, but I think taking the time to kind of ask questions and comment and it makes a huge difference. And it always feels like I try to reply to every comment that I get, every kind of message that I get, and I try to do that. And I think because it does. It feels very humbling. It feels I never expected that when I first started doing this. I didn't expect to kind of get that kind of support. So it was brilliant. And to be fair to you guys as well, I think you've been in the game's corner from kind of day one. Yeah. So it makes a difference. It really does.
It's great to see from our perspective, because as I mentioned before the podcast, our buddy Mike Herman, who does Retro Mania Wrestling, and we were talking to him from the beginning of the journey, and then the game comes out, and he's on, like, I don't know how many DLCs the game has. Like, it's evolved. He just recently got Macho Man Randy Savage in the game. Yeah. So to see that success, and to see people spreading positivity and saying nice things about the game rather than being toxic assholes, it's great because it's great for indie developers, because all we see is AAA always getting the attention, and the indies don't. Indies have a lot of passion, especially if the influence is from like the 90s and the 80s and stuff like that. We like to see stuff like that, and we like it. We want to put a spotlight on it. So it's good to see, that the journey has been, even though it's going to be a long journey, that you succeeded in actually coming out with a game, and it's great to see. And with that being said, having this game finally come out on the 12th, has it scratched that itch, like, oh, this is actually something I like? Maybe I'll do another game. Maybe, did the thought process start to happen for a different type of game, or maybe a sequel in the way future, or anything like that? Or are you just focusing on this right now?
As I've gone through kind of the development, I've got a list of things that I wanted to include in the game before release, things that I needed to make sure we're in, and then there's the things that I want to make sure I can bring in afterwards. But there's also things that are either too big in scope for me to do with this game, or kind of different, or and you know, as you're kind of going through, you think, oh, it'd be great if I could do this, and it might be right for this game, or it might be something else. But I like in terms of enjoying it. I mean, I love the development side. I love the kind of coding. I love kind of the pixel art. I love doing it. I love kind of creating it. So it's definitely something I want to keep doing. I think. Nice. I don't know. I wouldn't want to announce. I wouldn't want to announce a secret. So we're not going to go down that road yet. But I do hope this is certainly something that I can build on. And there's loads of. I used to love playing. You played Chase HQ?
Yes.
Driving. I used to love that. I used to love the kind of driving kind of action, kind of used to ram the car. I've always kind of in the back of my mind thought, that might be a cool game to make. But the problem is that, it's been a real learning curve developing. There was a time where I thought I'd have like a kind of Chase HQ style level between the beat 'em up stages. So you'd kind of fight through one stage.
That'd be pretty dope.
It's a whole new game, though.
There it is. You'd get in your car, you'd drive to the next kind of bit of the game. And then
I like that.
As I kind of realized, I'd bitten off quite a lot in terms of developing.
2 games in one.
The idea of building a driving game into it as well was a bit
complete different engine.
That'd be a first.
I think there's other kinds of beat 'em ups as well. There's other kind of genres of beat 'em up, I guess. The kind of Golden Axe kind of medieval kind of fantasy kind of vibe as well. It's sort of something that's been interesting to me. But I like. I think that it feels like Fallen City Brawl has got kind of a lot of room to grow in my view. So I'm hopeful that this is something that is a starting point and that we can kind of move forward with. And so that's I used to play that on my Mega Drive with my brother. We got it for Mega Drive for Christmas. We used to play 2-player Golden Axe over and over.
Oh, Golden Axe is
one of the greats.
Yeah, that's one of the debated best all time.
Speaking of music,
that was a great one.
Yeah, right. But World of Bizarre says, if you could put one guest character in the game, who would it be?
Oh, that's a good question. That is
a guest character.
That is a good question. There was I was watching Deadpool last night. The first Deadpool film. That would be a cool guy. But it's not. I don't know. It's probably not the one that I'd end up choosing if I thought a little bit more. It'd be if it was kind of from another beat 'em up or another fighting game. I guess it's
a game.
Ken Masters.
Game in general.
Yeah, from Street Fighter. Ken Masters from Street Fighter. You say
He'd work. He'd
be quite cool.
There's no Street Fighter beat 'em ups, which is crazy.
They never put them in Final Fight, even though that was supposed to be a Street Fighter.
Really?
Yeah.
That's insane that there hasn't been one. That's wild.
Never had a guest Street Fighter character.
What about have you has the thought of, because a lot of these games, with the exception of Double Dragon Gaiden because they didn't do it, but a lot of them have went to 4-player co-op. With the exception of the Turtles game that went 6, which is madness.
How hard is it?
Has that popped in your head at all, or are you just like, let me just chill with the 2 players right now and we'll think about something that later on?
I think 4 players is they're good. They're I've tried to go for some quite kind of large sprites. It's got like a screen scaling effect in the game as well, so the camera zooms in quite a lot, and it manages it in 2-player by kind of keeping both players within that zoomed area of the screen. I'd need to kind of bring the camera back, kind of give it more space. The game's kind of intentionally quite focused with those kind of large characters, so I'd need to kind of pull back that camera. 3-player would be cool. I think 4-player. I think it'd be chaos, but maybe it'd be fun.
In
terms of
sorry to interrupt. No, we played. There was like a home. Was it a home?
It was a homebrew of Final Fight.
Final Fight.
3 players.
3 players, and they were just
huge.
massive. They were too big.
There's a reason why it was 2 players and not 3.
Yeah, they were. But I think the Final Fight characters are larger than your characters. I believe. Yeah. So I think you would have a better shot at doing it than they did, because Stikz just kept throwing knives at me the whole time. So I don't know.
There was friendly fire on. The characters were bigger than the screen. What do you want me to do?
What was it called?
It was Final Fight.
It was like an anniversary. 3-player.
Actually, you can
fight.
find art. We streamed it, so
Yeah.
I mean, you can find it probably somewhere on our channel.
But we understand why bigger sprites with that type of game sometimes just won't work.
You gotta be careful, yeah.
Yeah, I think like technically kind of coding it in, a lot of what you do for 2-player would kind of work for 3-player as well. I think it's something that it'd be cool to do. I think it'd be a challenge, but we could maybe make it work. Just thinking about that kind of guest character.
Oh, here it is.
Guest character. I was thinking of I don't know, Shiver from Streets of Rage was always a cool kind of character. He'd be cool.
Yeah, he's a cool character. Cool character.
Yeah, he's pretty cool.
You know what? You could just take someone from Final Fight because they're not doing a game.
Yeah, exactly.
You might as well just take the whole roster and
It's
put
like,
them
hey,
in.
Capcom.
You'll be doing them a favor.
It's like, this is how you guys do it because you guys don't know what you're doing.
I got an idea. I'm going to take this. I'm going to take Final Fight, and I'm going to take Mega Man, and we're going to do something with this Capcom because obviously you're not doing anything with either.
I'm surprised they haven't taken a shot at trying to evolve Final Fight. You know,
did a
or
long time
modernize
ago.
it.
There's
or
so many
anything.
possibilities you can do with it, and they're just not like, I don't know, man.
No, I think they tried the 3D one and said, forget it. That was so bad.
Yeah, I think that's what happened. I think it kind of, I think they released that 3D kind of fighting game, and people didn't love it. Most people didn't love it, and I think it just, I don't know, the series kind of took a nosedive from that point. But it'll be back.
I should have done.
I think they got daunted. Like, I think it was like they saw what was out, and they're like, dude, there's a lot of good ones. I don't know.
Easy thing they should have done.
You still
Final
got the
Fight
characters
Alpha.
coming in there, kind of Street Fighters. So you still got kind of those characters reappearing, haven't you, in that kind of one-on-one fighting games? So
They should have done Final Fight Alpha.
Final Fight.
Yeah.
Yes,
Ooh, that
those
would've been
characters
nice.
from Street Fighter Alpha, put them in a beat 'em up, add Street Fighter characters in it, and make a beat 'em up with all of them, just like they did.
Yeah, just like they did.
Why
They
not?
added them to the Street Fighter. Why can't they
Do it backwards. Like,
Yeah.
why didn't they do that? 2D.
That's-
They already had the
that's
graphics.
true.
They already drew them. They had the sprites. People did
I
it
think
on the PC.
I think there'll be a Final Fight. I think there'll be a new Final Fight beat 'em up at some point. I think it feels like the kind of beat 'em up genre has got some real momentum at the moment. I would have to think that
It was
I guess the
actually
key thing
final.
is it's good.
They'll just
They
call it
might-
call it Fallen City Brawl 2. That's what they'll call it.
That's what I'm saying. They might
Yeah, they
need
give you
an
the license.
indie dev to do it.
I mean, usually that's how they're going.
Yeah.
If it was Sega, there might have been a chance, but Capcom doesn't really do that.
Yeah. Turbo, you got a question?
I do. Let's see. We got one was already answered. So it's just I just want everyone to I want to reiterate this. So everybody understands. It's just you. You're the one-man development team on this, huh, Mike?
Yeah. So aside from the music and aside from that kind of the cover art, and those two things are fantastic, and they kind of really help push the game forward. But apart from that, it's me really, and it's So it's
Wow.
It's been I've learned a lot as I've gone, and I've enjoyed it. I've enjoyed every minute of it.
Wow.
I think
That's
it's-
crazy. No, hats off to you for putting in all that work. That's a hell of a lot.
Yeah.
To work with one person. That's a lot of coding.
It's not easy.
Now, you work with Daniel Limholm, very talented. How do you guys work together? Do you say, okay, I got a stage, I got a stage with this theme, and I need a track, work your magic, or do you have do you give him more direction as far as?
I would say our initial conversations were around kind of some of the feel, and he's a professional. He's very good. He's very kind of structured in how he works, and he's kind of looking for that kind of atmosphere that I was looking to create. And then it was amazing because he would come to me with like a demo of a track and say, I've listened to this, see what you think. And I'd be blown away. I'd be like, wow, this is, I didn't need to be kind of saying, oh yeah, this is good, but can you do this? There was none of that. It was like he was knocking it out of the park every time. So it was great. It was fantastic. There's some lyrics there's a track with some lyrics in.
Oh, wow.
Does Does Daniel do some singing also?
Yeah, Daniel has got a voice. He's got a singing voice too. So there is a little bit of.
Oh, really? I thought you was
didn't know
joking.
that.
I thought he was joking.
Same.
No, I'm not joking. I'm serious. I'm not. But,
Yo.
yeah, it's good. It's every track is great, and that first track it kind of captures that mood that I was looking for. That kind of buddy cop kind of late 80s kind of film kind of vibe. And then each different stage has got a different style to it, a different kind of theme to it, a different feel to it. So yeah, there's a lot of variety in the soundtrack as well. He's done a fantastic job with it.
That's awesome.
I saw
That's
some
awesome.
effects added since the last time we saw. Like there was fire, and then was there ice? There was snow, right?
Snow. There was snow.
Yeah.
Yeah, there was snow.
There's a lot of stuff.
Yeah,
going on.
the snow is something that I kind of spent a lot of time, probably too much time on the snow. So I always liked that deformable snow you get, like Virtua Fighter did it, where you're kind of fighting in the snow field and you can kind of see where the characters are walked. Try to introduce that into stage 2. Some people might have played it before. In one of the earlier versions of the demo, there was kind of that snowy stage. But yeah, so it's deformable snow, so you can walk through it, and then kind of refills because it's snowing pretty heavy. But people kind of jump out of the snow, and you kind of this. Yeah, I've tried to kind of make it, I don't know, interesting to kind of give a bit of variety there.
Nice. Is the game online, or is it only couch co-op?
It's got couch co-op, but it's also got Steam remote play as well, so you can play with friends on Steam online. So kind of using this, so you can link with any kind of friends you've got on Steam and kind of play that way. And then it works just like remote co-op, but obviously you're not sat next to each other. But yeah, so
Okay.
so it's
Not bad.
Is regular online something you can implement later?
Nah, it's not something that I've got a definite plan for at this point. I know it'd be cool. There's I guess partly there's a kind of limit to my abilities and what I can do kind of well, and so I'm still learning. But at this point, it's not something that's a definite. But if there's a demand for it, and if I can make it happen, I'd like to. And yeah, so watch this space, maybe, hopefully. I think it'd be cool. To do it.
Interesting. I would think that's a feature you could just like shoehorn in there. But I guess
Oh my god! Oh god! He always has to fucking say that. And you know what the crazy thing is? All right, so this is the crazy thing is while Mike was talking, I saw Turbo's face has this stupid look. While you were talking, like you were building something up, I'm like, why does he have this look on his face? And as soon as Mike finished talking, he's like, now it's my opportunity to say the stupid shoehorn in. He says this to every developer. Are you gonna shoehorn it in?
Well, I think he knows it's a joke now.
I'll be honest with you, it's beyond my knowledge and abilities right now to do it. It's a tough.
Online is tough. That's a tough feature. It's like, and the
tough.
more players, I remember when what was it? It was Bannon Rudis from Way Forward. I like how he was describing it one time. He's like, it's like making the game over. He's like,
That sounds like a nightmare. That sounds like a nightmare.
He's like,
Part of the reason why it's taken me longer than what people have been very patient, like waiting for this. Part of the reason it took me longer than intended was, I guess, I was working out that kind of sequencing of what needs to happen when, and there's always been a 2-player mode in a local 2-player mode in it, but the way that was done originally was not the way that you should be doing that. And so there was a lot of the same things like controller input. There were problems with, or the controller input wasn't as good as it could have been. So there was a lot of work to kind of go back and rework a lot of the game, and a lot of what I developed earlier and done in a way that wasn't really optimal and wasn't as good as it could have been. So there was some kind of looking at the way the 2-player, and it's just things like kind of handling, if we start in one player, then the second player joins and the first player leaves, what happens? We move to the next stage, what happens then? And it's just kind of thinking some of the kind of logical flow of things and making sure all that works. Some of the things that you just, I don't know, like playing games, I always took for granted, it just works, doesn't it? But actually kind of developing that in was a bigger challenge than I anticipated. So yeah, so there was a lot of kind of some kind of redoing and making things kind of work like it should do. Even things like getting kind of Bluetooth controllers to play nicely with when you've got other controllers connected. It was stuff that I didn't realize how much I would need to do. And it's it's not a massive thing, but it's just one of a few other kind of things to think about as I was kind of doing that. So
I can imagine.
This is why we always say on this podcast, respect the developers.
Yes.
Because you don't know the process. You don't know what they go through to get a game out that functions.
No, you just shoehorn it in.
Like even the little things, you do not understand what it takes to get a game out, and especially you who was by himself doing this shit.
Developer.
A solo developer, it's like, I would be damned if someone complains about anything I put out. Like, like screw you.
There'll be a lot of people playing it that won't know about the kind of size of the team, or how many people have been involved. I think, and in a way, the game, I want it to stand on its own 2 feet. I want it to be a case, people enjoy it, kind of regardless of how many people have been involved in developing it, if that makes sense. But yeah, it's been a learning curve. It's been I've learned a lot as I've gone along, and I think I think I enjoy it as well. I do enjoy kind of working on it. I enjoy the kind of process of kind of getting a challenge. A lot of it is kind of you face a challenge and you're looking at, well, how do I sort this out? How do I resolve it? And that feeling when you do work out how you're going to get that to work, how you want it to work, it's a great feeling, because you've put that time in trying to think it through and kind of experiment on it and tweak it and get it to where you want it to be. So it's enjoyable, but yeah, it can be a bit lonely. But this is what I was saying. This is why kind of support you get. I've been really lucky because I think it was. I wasn't expecting it. It's been kind of overwhelming. That kind of support I've had. So that helps.
Is there anything you feel like that was left on the table that you didn't get a chance to put in the game? I think so. I think there's something that I don't know. Maybe there'll be an opportunity to do it quite soon. There was last time we were talking years ago. There was a discussion around guys crashing through a window, swinging in on ropes, crashing through a window. I really wanted to do that, and I couldn't get it to work nicely. It was one of you guys came up with it. I can't remember which one it was. You're like, I crashed through the window, but there was something I did slightly different on one of the stages where there's a window and the smashing involved. It's pretty cool. So maybe it's not quite that, but it's something a little bit cool. And so that's something to look out for. But,
not bad. I have a question. Now I know sometimes I was reading an article not too long ago where they talk about developers sometimes put personal experiences or certain people from their childhood as maybe like an NPC or something like that. Is there like an ex-girlfriend or something like that as an NPC, or like maybe like a bully that you experienced from school that you just put in there just for like an Easter egg for yourself?
Not yet.
I don't think so. I don't think there's not a particular person or a particular.
That's the last boss of the game.
But yeah, what I would say is there's a lot in this that I mentioned, like playing kind of Golden Axe with my brother, and we used to play Streets of Rage. I used to play like 2-player kind of Mega Drive games with sit and play when we were younger. And there's a lot of trying to, I think, capture some of that and create a game that can enable that to happen. So is there anyone specific in the game that's kind of, no, I wouldn't say in terms of characters, but I would say in terms of the kind of feel of the game and that kind of trying to kind of have that ability for that couch co-op and that kind of coming together and playing through and kind of beat them up together. I think I like that feeling. This is why, the online kind of stuff is interesting to me, kind of further than the kind of Steam kind of play support. But yeah, so I think there is something about capturing that feel of when you're younger, and I talk about the arcades and things like that, but there is something around trying to capture that feeling, and that, because I think people, I guess it's a kind of nostalgia thing a little bit, isn't it? But I think it is something around, it was a really enjoyable time. Was it probably less responsibilities, less kind of life, and I think it's difficult to, we still have arcades. So in England, we've got fewer arcades, traditional arcades, kind of on holiday kind of destinations, all that kind of stuff. But you've got kind of those arcades where you kind of go in and you pay, a set fee, and all the machines are on free play. So that we've got there's one called Arcade Club in Bury, which isn't too far away from Manchester, and I think that's got I think it's the biggest arcade in Europe. It's got like 4 floors of like retro and new arcades. So you've still got places where you can go and play arcades. But yeah, there is something about kind of recreating that feel, I guess, and that vibe from that time. So
yeah, now we got stuff like Dave and Buster's and stuff like that, which isn't quite like an arcade. It's more like
they have barcade also
carnival.
here.
Well, I'm saying Dave and Buster's is like a carnival thing where you go in and pay the ticket price and then you can play what you want.
Yeah.
But those aren't the same. They do have, like I was getting to, we have
free
barcades and stuff like that in the city where it's like like the old and
Barcades aren't bad.
smoky. Like, I mean, it's not smoky, but it like it gives you that feeling like it's an old arcade kind of. But it's still not quite the same. Maybe like in Vegas, I think they have an arcade. That's still like a big one.
They have a big arcade in Vegas. They have,
but not in like little rural areas. They don't really have arcades anymore.
I've been to one like a barcade in Connecticut.
Unless it's super retro based though. If it's super retro based.
No, it was a retro arcade.
Yeah. There's still a few of those, but
they had like Dig Dug. It had like old school arcade.
Yeah, hard to find though.
Yeah.
Now games cost $5.
Yeah.
Oh God.
Yeah.
Instead of a quarter, it's like $5.
$5.
But 30 seconds.
I'll just buy it for 50 then. Screw it.
Yeah, exactly.
Mike, I have a question for you. You said that you obviously when you're coding this game by yourself, did you have any like an accidental, like something that you did by accident that actually came out cool?
Yeah, I think some of the combo system wasn't intended like to be as it is. So some of the kind of the ways that you're kind of setting up the kind of moves where you kind of flinging them into the air with your kind of last hit on the attack. Some of this came about from kind of just mistakes in the code, kind of exaggerating movement and things like that. And some of the moves that I didn't really intend to chain together, actually, in kind of making mistakes going through, I'd find that you could chain something into something else I hadn't even thought of, and so there was kind of examples, I guess, of that wasn't really intentional, but kind of evolved as I was kind of developing and thinking, actually, that's better that way. Like when I first started creating the game, there wasn't that focus on the combos, and that's something that's gradually kind of increased over time, and now it's pretty central to the game, and it's pretty central to the scoring system as well. So when you've kind of built your combos up, you've then got the kind of gems that you can collect. You collect the gems, that gives you access to the kind of riot moves and stuff, and that then gives you access to the score multipliers. So there's that kind of chaining of like gameplay elements that I didn't really start with that intention. It's something that's evolved over the kind of game's development. So it wasn't really an intentional thing, but it just felt right playing the game, and it felt like it was a natural fit. Some of trying to build the weapons in as well, so things like the way the shotgun works. There's always this challenge, I suppose, of trying to balance it. So because if those weapons are too powerful, then there's no challenge. If they're too weak, then people just won't use them. And so it's kind of trying to get that balance right, and a lot of that is kind of trial and error, as well.
I was going to ask you what the gym system was and what the mechanic was, but you explained it there.
Yeah.
There's like a layer on top of that as well with coins. So you can basically, if you don't choose to use your riot system, you can basically, instead of when you hit the max, instead of a gem being released, you get coins released. And the coins, I've got a couple of different purposes. Coins are good for kind of points. They're also counted at the end of the stage, and also they act as like do you remember Sonic with the when you get hit with the rings and they kind of he drops it. So if you're on your kind of last life and you're about to kind of need to use a continue, that last hit, you won't fall into that kind of continue state. You'll lose all your coins, and you've got that like last chance to either pick up a health kind of pick up or to get through that enemy so that you're not losing your kind of continue basically. So there's a few kind of extra kind of layers on top of it as well. And I think one of the things I tried to do as well is the final point of that riot gauge is kind of the chaos kind of gauge. And so if you click it, if you collect all, if you max out the gauge basically and you use that, you kind of these ninjas will appear on the screen, but rather than being there to kind of help you, they're there to kind of get you. So they're basically additional enemies, kind of high powered kind of enemies. So there's a kind of risk reward thing. So you can use your riot gauge at the kind of midpoint, and it acts like a super move, or you can wait and you can use it, and that'll create more enemies. And the idea of that is that the way to get the highest scores, obviously the more enemies the better, and if you kind of defeat these chaos enemies, then that releases like bigger, kind of more powerful gems, and so there's an escalating kind of depth to it to build in. That whole people
That's interesting.
Nice. So that's a different mechanic for speedrunners.
It's like a deep arcade beat 'em up, man. Very.
I tried to get that thing where you can play it, just you can hammer the buttons, you can make progress that way, and if you kind of into it, if you want to, you can kind of push the depth a little bit as well. So, but we'll see what how people play it and how people kind of react to it and respond to it, and I'm hoping people enjoy it.
It's definitely interesting.
We got Big Choco in the chat live from Japan, y'all.
All the way from Japan.
The mid boss is here. The mid boss. The mid boss is in the chat right now as we speak.
Shout out from the future over there.
Chalk, do you have a question? Chalk, while you're out there, do you have a question? Do you have a question?
No, he just says final boss.
No. Final boss does not work.
Not a question.
No, that's not a good. No, that's
Correction, mid boss.
Yeah, you're mid boss, man. You're not a final boss.
Mid boss.
We went through this already.
That's the only way you're in the game. That's the only way.
Yeah, you're not a final boss, man. Chalk says what's up. Chalk says what's up, Mike.
Hey, how you doing?
Mr.
I got a
Mid-Boss.
question, Mike. The first time you were able to achieve 60 frames with Fallen City Brawl, how did you feel?
Well, it's I need it to be smooth. I think when we first released the demo a good while ago, kind of one of the pieces of feedback, people had fun, I think, but it was too slow. It was too slow, and also the frame rate wasn't where it needed to be. I think technically the game is. It's not. You're not going to need a very powerful kind of PC to play it. This isn't. It's not going to need a high end kind of PC to play this at all. I've built it so that it's pretty well optimized. I think. It works well on Steam Deck as well. That's some really good feedback from kind of Steam Deck players as well. So it's not intended to kind of like max out your kind of PC, but I think that kind of smoothness was important. It's something I've really tried to work on. And I think you can feel it. You can sense when something isn't as smooth as it needs to be, and so it's definitely something I've tried to push.
Nice.
But there's been a number of times where it's been like trying to achieve something in the game, kind of really wrestling with things, and then it's like you get that moment where you're like, yeah, it's in. That's great. Yeah.
I think the fact that there's a whole bunch of portable systems that can play this stuff now, like the Steam Deck, that's going to benefit a lot for a lot of indie titles, including stuff like this, because that's just so many more hands on devices, and you don't need something super strong to play it. So word of mouth is going to get out there and be like, yo, play this, and then it'll hopefully help out a lot, because that's a big industry.
Yeah, I think so. I think, and even like we've got the Switch as well. So when the kind of console versions come, it'll be on the Switch, and I'm looking forward to people, kind of Switch players, playing it as well. And yeah, it'll be playable on Switch too as well. So yeah, it's I think handhelds for this kind of game as well. I think handheld works pretty well. I think it's the kind of game where you can just kind of drop into it for a little while. You don't have to kind of sit for hours, but and handheld's quite good for that, I guess. So.
Will there be a physical?
Well, I think it's something that East Asia Soft kind of consider for the quality is there of the title, and hopefully I've created something that is the quality is I've really tried to push that, and I think it'll come down a little bit, I think, as well, to kind of reception, and I'm hopeful that the game will be really well received. So can't confirm it at this point. It's quite a big commitment, the kind of physical. Obviously, this is the kind of it's my first game. This is the first commercial game. I think it would be a big commitment for a publisher to kind of go down that road. But I'm hopeful. East Asia Soft, they do kind of commit to physical for the right title. So, fingers crossed, but it's not something I can commit to. I think there's I'd love for it to happen. I think, you know, I grew up kind of with kind of physical kind of games with instruction and, you know, boxes, and that's great. I love it. I think it's just it's quite a big thing to do. There's quite a lot of risk with it, and yeah, but it is. You know, I'm hopeful that there might be the opportunity for that, but it's not something I'm able to confirm at this point.
What about on a game card?
A game.
Oh no! Come on.
It must be away.
Yeah.
I'd love it. I mean, I do love it. And you know what? I hadn't realized before I started developing this game the kind of passion for that physical kind of community, that kind of group that are really pushing for that physical games. And I think just increasingly as things have become more and more online, I think it's just increasingly people are kind of missing and want. And there's just that whole kind of collecting kind of aspects as well, that people want to see a physical version. You know, I think it'd be great. But yeah, I'm not able to confirm that just at this point.
I got one final question for me at least.
Okay.
What was the hardest thing that you had to get through to get to the finish line to actually getting this game going once and for all?
I think it is some of the stuff, the kind of behind the scenes stuff that maybe you kind of don't see or you don't feel when you're playing. It's things like, the way that the different some of the way the different systems interact. How things kind of interact with getting things set up for Steam, the kind of in the background, the way that Steam works. All of that was quite a learning curve. Obviously, I've been fortunate working with East Asia Soft because they've done a lot of the kind of hard work there as well. I think things like some of the kind of logic, because you play games, and I play games before I kind of started creating this one. I hadn't really fully understood, I don't think, the amount of logic that needs to go into it. I'm not saying I've got it exactly kind of right here, but just that thinking through of, if this character is in this situation, then this happens and they lose a life at this point. What does that mean for things like the continue option? What does that mean for the other players that have joined? What does that mean in terms of the different kind of components of the game working together? And some of that was a bit of a learning curve. And I think, I think that's probably one of the toughest things was just getting all that to work together. I think my own kind of pixel art and things, I think looking back at the game when it was first announced, there's quite a big, I hope there's been quite a big kind of jump in the quality of the pixel art from when I first started. And that's me kind of building on what I knew and iterating on it and working out what I felt worked. And there's certainly, I'm sure there's further improvements I can make, but I feel like the look of the game is something that was something that I really tried to focus on. It was quite, I enjoyed it, but it's been again a learning curve, I guess, as I've gone through.
All right, that's some good insight for people who don't know how to program and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Stepping into the game, they don't realize all that stuff that's behind the scenes. So,
Turbo,
it's something that we never think about as players. Like, this happens to a player in this situation. We don't think that way, but that's like programming shit.
Yeah.
That's like, that's, the innards. Is that a word? Innards?
He said the innards.
The innards.
It is the guts of it, isn't it? But in a way, I don't want, you want it to be invisible. I guess you want that to be invisible to the player. It should just be natural. It should just flow. And it won't be perfect, but I feel like I've come a long way in that, and the game has come a long way in that. But it's the kind of stuff that you don't want the player kind of seeing some of that. It should just happen. It should just be there.
It's funny. You'll know. When it's wrong, you'll know.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Because we played a game, I'm not going to say the name of the game, but we played a game where we got all the way right to the end of the last board, like right there. We paused the game. We said, okay, there's no save thing here, so I guess it saves when you get to the level. Oh, so we hit exit, and it did not save. And the only way to save, actually, no, we stopped the game and hit power because we thought it was done.
Yeah. We thought there was
we had to pause the game, hit exit, and then say, yes, we want to exit. Then it'll save after you exit the game that way and only that way.
Yeah, it was a weird way to save, and I'm trying my best not to mention the game because I got so hyped for it, and I was so disappointed in the execution because the thing is, it looked beautiful. the moves and everything were beautiful. The execution was clunky.
Like, why does this button jump? And why is this dash when you're holding onto here? And not there?
And I was so disappointed. I was like, oh my God, this hurts. And I don't like this shit on anybody, but I was like, damn, this is not done right.
Yeah, you can see mistakes with it, even if you're not programming.
Yeah.
Because we play so much stuff that you can feel like, oh, you could have done this to correct that.
Yeah.
And I wish somebody would have told you while you were making it.
Yeah, the simple, and it could have been epic.
Yeah.
And just the simple
Like, how do you
things
not have a
sometimes.
save
It probably wasn't
when
play
exiting?
tested.
Yeah.
Save when exit. Yeah.
Yeah.
Not that difficult.
It's like they didn't play test it. They just released it. And, that
And
was
the
it.
thing is, it looks polished. The game
Yeah,
looks polished.
yeah. The
And it
animation,
just-
everything.
There was just some dumb things in there. Very, very dumb things in there.
Yeah. So that logic is easy to find.
Yeah.
Like, you can see it in there.
Like I said, I will say it on podcasts with no developers, regardless. Respect the process.
Oh yeah.
Understand? It's
You've always said that, you know. You have always said that. You have
always
always been a big
respect
backer of
the
people
process.
Yes.
You don't know what these developers go through. You have no
Oh, yeah.
idea. Okay.
And some of it is like some of the feedback on the demo was really helpful around like the controls, because I'd set the demo up originally and the keyboard controls they weren't very good. Like looking back,
Oh, wow.
I was thinking, they were crazy. They were crazy. People would be writing comments saying, "Why are your controls like this?" I'd be like, "Oh no, I just it felt right." But, but that's better now. That's all fixed. That's all right. That's all good. But also you can configure your controls now, and that was something that wasn't available in the early versions of the demo. So now, and obviously in the full game as well, it's fully configurable. So you can configure the keyboard, you can configure the your kind of game pads as well. So you can kind of have, because people care, you know, which button jumps and which button attacks. People
It's a big deal.
and it feels wrong, doesn't it, when it's not right? You're like,
Yeah.
You can't play the game.
Yeah.
You can't play
Yeah.
the game.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
it's like, and it just could be just one mechanic, and you're like, why is this not doing this?
I played Blaster Master on the Wii, and that was like their WiiWare game, and they had it so you couldn't change the controls, and the back, you know, the trigger button, because you can only use the little Wii control.
The Z button.
The button on the back that's like a trigger. You had to use that to strafe while you're moving around to shoot.
No,
I'm
that's
like,
that's
no.
weird. You got your hand moving over
Ruined
here.
the game completely.
Yeah, that's
and you couldn't change it.
You can't. No,
Couldn't change the
you
button.
got to have the option to change it when it's
And you,
like
couldn't
that.
use, and you couldn't use the classic controller at all. So I was like, this is done.
Yeah, that's
Oh man.
Ruin the game.
that sucks when you do that.
Yeah.
Yeah, nobody likes that.
So
What is the this is probably my last question. What is the best compliment you've heard so far and the worst compliment you've heard so far?
boy.
Those are always fun. Those are always fun.
worst
boy.
compliment.
Yeah. Start with the
it
best.
was,
Let's start with the best.
Yeah.
well, I'll start with worst, then we'll go
Okay.
back. We'll end on a high.
Move up, move up. Yeah, let's
okay.
go. Yeah,
All right.
yeah.
Leave on a high note.
End on a high. Well, I think I don't know. There's, like I say, overwhelmingly people have been positive. Even when what I think sometimes you hear like on social media and things that the criticism can be really difficult. It can.
Yeah.
But I think it's what I found is people can be really constructive, can be really kind of balanced in the feedback. But so 99% of it's that. Sometimes you'll kind of get like a notification on YouTube. And I've been very fortunate. People have kind of made videos of the game and stuff over the years.
Yeah.
But like in an earlier version of the game, and they'd kind of gone through it and spent a good period of time kind of saying, and look at this is no good, and this is right, and look how there's on that, why is it that way? Oh. And I was just watching it, and, my little heart was like, oh God, it's so cruel. But at the same time, I was like, all right, I'm going to work on that, and I've tried to basically kind of take what that kind of critique and build on it. But I found people are generally just really, kind of positive and constructive. So there's been a lot of feedback I've had on this game, from day one. And gradually what's been, I guess, reassuring is that what started off as being quite mixed feedback, I guess, initially has become, for the latest demo build, really quite positive. And that's been really, really kind of really good to hear. I think in terms of the kind of best compliments, I think it's when people come to me or they've kind of written on Twitter or X or whatever, and they've said, this is kind of bringing me kind of back those feelings of being a kid again, kind of playing games.
That's awesome.
Kind of looking at it. And it's and kind of hearing that, I think that when it actually kind of really means something to somebody, and it's kind of bringing them a lot, some happiness, and that's something that I've always got that from games. I've always felt playing games as it's quite a powerful thing. I think it's something that is got, it can move you, it can kind of make you feel something, and so for people to kind of play it and to kind of feel something with that, and then to take the time to kind of message me, publicly and say, this is great, this is how I've experienced it. I think that that's a fantastic compliment, isn't it? But people, just the fact that people take the time to kind of write to me and write a message on, saying well done, or just like even just like little emojis, those little fire emojis and stuff like that. It's just like, wow, it makes you day, right? To get that kind of notification through. So I've been very lucky. I've been very fortunate, and people have been very supportive.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Especially after the last demo, like I've noticed a lot when I reached out to you and then we were doing the retweets and stuff like that. There was a lot of positive comments, a lot. Like I was like, oh shit. I'm like, oh, people are really digging this. I'm like, that's fucking awesome to see. I love seeing shit like that, man, because the internet's just flooded with negativity all over the place, and to see somebody coming out with a passion project, first time, and everyone's like, yo, this is awesome. That must feel amazing. I mean, that's great.
It is. It's great, and I really hope people enjoy the game. I think the full game. I think it's something I've put a lot of kind of heart into, but just to get that reaction, I mean, it's amazing, isn't it?
It feels great.
It's incredible. It feels great. It feels great.
That means you're doing the right thing, and you'll definitely see it on our channel. We're gonna play through the whole game. So that's
absolutely.
Yeah, we only play games that we like, and a funny thing that I just thought of because whenever we have developers on, it's always like it's always a fun time, and I like to see. I asked the question about positive and negative comments because I always Turbo, help me with the what was the developer's name of G.I. Joe Blackout? Well, that was Iguana.
Iguana B, I think it was Daniel Winkler.
Thank you for the name drop because my brain is mush.
He doesn't want you to name drop.
No, but he was such a cool dude, and we always encourage people like, hey, if you want to have a drink with us during the podcast, by all means. And I know he had a glass of something special, right? And we were like, it's a third person shooter, like a Gears of War or whatever, and I'm like. Me and Turbo played through the whole thing, and we enjoyed it. And I said, so what do you say about anybody that, has anything negative? And he said, fuck them. I was like, great answer. Great answer. That's right. Fuck them. Yes, I love that. That's great. That's great. At the end of the day.
I think I asked him a question about, I was like, there's been some positive reviews. There's been some mixed reviews. I was like, how do you handle juggling all of that mixed feedback? He's like, in cases where someone didn't like the game, he's like, fuck them.
Oh yeah.
I love that.
I was like, that's the right. I like that answer.
I love
it's
it.
like, you know what? It's like,
I love it. That's the easy way to
that
deal
game
with
only
it.
had a year of development time too, and for it to be as good as it was, I was like, wow, man.
I had a great time with it. I look forward to the sequel, man. Look forward to it. See, that's my childhood right there, man. I love G.I. Joe. Not crazy.
Definitely.
Didn't get a chance to check out the beat 'em up yet, but some things look a little concerning to me. But we'll talk about that another time.
Speaking of which, Mike, if you had your chance to pick any license,
good question,
from your childhood that you can work on now, what would that license be?
Well, okay. I suppose on that kind of beat 'em up theme, I think we're overdue a new Golden Axe, aren't we? So a Golden Axe license would be nice. That'd be good. Shinobi's already kind of doing well, isn't he? Shinobi,
Shinobi! Oh god,
Dude.
that looks.
Yeah, so
that's very impressive.
I think the Chase HQ, nobody seems. I don't know what's happening with Chase HQ. I've never seen that kind of come back. That was
That's since like Game Boy, I think. It's been a long time. It's
Yeah,
been a long time since they've done that.
I don't know, but other kind of licenses.
I can see you doing a Fist of the North Star beat 'em up.
Awesome. That'd be awesome.
I could see the heads exploding in that pixel
Sure.
art.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
That'd be crazy, dude.
With the zoom in.
Yes, the zoom in.
I don't think there's ever been one.
No, not a beat 'em up like side scroll.
Not a 2D.
Not 2D.
Yeah.
Nothing like that. That'd be awesome.
Transformers beat 'em up would be nice, wouldn't it?
Ooh.
Now we're talking.
Transformers, Thundercats.
Now we're
You know what I'm
talking.
saying?
Oh, Thundercats.
We've been waiting for people to do a
We're waiting
Thundercats
for-
game.
yeah.
Like, yo, can someone do this, please?
We've been throwing it out there.
Like anybody, I don't care who. Just
Somebody make it,
do
please.
Thundercats.
Well, I know they got the He-Man movie coming out, so they might be doing some He-Man games. Who
Yo,
knows?
somebody.
It's been a long time for that.
And I forgot who it was. Like, Twitter is crazy because I always see some random, pixel artist. They'll be like, "Hey, I did a pixel art of Lino and Panther." I said,
Yeah, man.
"Fuck, that was amazing!" I
The
said,
tease.
Jesus.
The tease.
Come on.
Did you guys watch Arcane? You know the
Yep.
Yes.
yeah, and
Best
Arcane
ever.
kind of beat him up. I don't think there's.
Ooh,
I wish
that'd be an awesome beat 'em up.
I wish they would do that. I mean, they got the fighting
That
game coming
series is
out,
crazy.
which looks insane. But if that was like a 2D side scroller, oh my gosh.
Oh Jesus,
That'd be insane.
people would probably start crying.
Yeah. It's funny. I don't even play. I never played League of Legends. Ever. Never want to. But that show and the art, like it's
It's
insane.
beautiful.
Insane.
Oh, it's amazing.
Beautiful,
Yep.
beautiful.
Just that story. Just work on that story.
Yeah, why
Play a
not?
game with that story. That's it.
Yeah.
Why the hell not?
Yeah.
Turbo, you got anything?
Let me see. I got that out of the way. Let's see. Bad idea. Well, you said a question about leaving anything on the drawing boards. Was there a bad idea you implemented then cut out of the game? Something that you realized sucked?
Wow.
Well, it was good.
You said that so harsh.
Like something that was cool that you might have had like in the beginning, and you're like, you know what, this is kind of bad. I'm taking this out.
Like something
Yeah,
that sounded
there
good
was.
on paper.
Yeah, there was. There was. So I've got this. One of the things I wanted to keep in, and I have kept in, is this ability to zoom in and out of the screen, a bit like a Neo Geo kind of. I was always blown away by, like Samurai Showdown, Art of Fighting, where that screen moves in and out. But there was a Sega beat 'em up years ago, and I can't remember the name of it. Arabian Fight, maybe.
Oh, yeah. Arcade.
And it had this kind of effect where the closer you were to the screen, the larger the characters were drawn, and
yes.
the further away, the smaller they were drawn.
They got huge.
And it was like visually, I quite like that. I quite like that idea. And I think Guardian Heroes did it really well on Sega Saturn.
Yeah, Guardian Heroes.
Yes.
So
Guardian Heroes
with,
did really
with
well.
that game, you had the ability to move between the planes, and I think from a gameplay perspective, that works quite well with that scaling of the character size. If you've got, so I tried to do it with the game where you had the kind of, as you move to the screen, it was there. It is, yeah, and it's like. But gameplay wise, it just makes everything a nightmare. Like you try and get the kind of hit detection right, and the kind of it's just awful. It just doesn't play nice at all. I couldn't get it to play well at all. So I kind of took that out quite early doors. It just wasn't working.
See, I could see how Guardian Heroes did it because they had the three
You'd have to have
planes.
planes.
Yeah.
They had the three planes. Yeah, that they were smart with that because
You
when
can't
you
just
do,
walk up and down.
yeah, that's too much moving up and back. Yeah, that's tough. Yeah, that's hard.
It's tough. It looks kind of impressive in a way, but it hurts your eyes after.
You can see the problem.
Yeah.
Well, you can't just walk into it. You have to just like Guardian Heroes jumped, and then you saw them larger. That worked because they
If you had somebody
That's
stay in the
right.
back.
It was.
Yeah.
It looked I could see how that would be more dynamic and work better with that. Yeah. Look at that. What was that Arabian Nights? Look like.
I miss Guardian
going back.
Heroes. Oh my god, I miss this game.
How weird would it be if it was 3 players, but you had to stay on each plane?
You have to stay in the
Oh,
lane.
come on,
you can't
man.
cross.
You can't go. You just left and right. That's it.
It's just one player on
Yeah.
each line. They're like, all right, I know.
Actually, Battletoads, the new Battletoads, they did something where you go in the background.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it was, but it
That
was
was
two
only
planes.
2.
Yeah, but
yeah,
those
it's
two.
two planes,
yeah,
and that works.
Yeah.
You don't have to do it all crazy.
Yeah,
It
yeah.
actually works.
Yeah, if you simplify it
That'd
enough.
be interesting to do like
Yeah.
see a 4-player, but on 2 different planes.
Yeah, I mean, like
You know, like
there's
fighting
ways
up,
there's ways to play around with it. You know,
Or if
There's
it's like a Chase HQ stage where you're on the car fighting too.
the car fighting.
Wow.
I thought Mike was gonna say that, like, I was gonna have a driving stage, but the dude was on the top of the car trying to fight it.
You gotta hold on. You gotta punch
Crazy
right on.
ambition. That's crazy ambition.
Go too fast, you can fly off. Be crazy.
That's hilarious.
I'm like, yo, that's wild. All right,
That's the
fuck it.
future, man.
I'm
That's the
about it,
future.
man. I'm about it.
Stabbing ankles out the window.
He's
Get off.
driving like
Get off the car.
that'd be wild, man. No, it looks good, man. I like the way this looks. I can't wait to play it on the channel, man. We're excited for it. We're excited
Thank
for
you
you.
so much. It's been, like I say, you've always been in the games corner, so it's appreciated,
Yeah, man.
Early years, so
I'm happy to see the feedback going well.
Yeah.
I've seen a lot of people playing it, like the new demo. I've seen a lot of people going through it. I'm happy it's getting eyes on it.
Yeah.
And can't wait for the actual release.
Hell yeah.
And that's
Absolutely.
real soon.
Yep.
I'm looking forward to it. Thank you for giving me the opportunity to talk about it, and thank you to everyone in the comments and have kind of asked questions and kind of said nice things and supported the game. So it is appreciated. It means a lot.
Of course,
Yep.
of course.
Yes, get
Cool.
the Steam, put it on your wish list tonight.
Yeah.
man.
It's on mine.
It's on mine as well.
Thank
Can't
you.
wait.
Hell yes.
Only a few days away.
Yeah, man.
Exactly.
Oh my goodness.
Hell yeah.
Fallen City
By the way,
Brawl,
I'm looking
y'all.
at the trailer for the for Fallen City Brawl,
Yeah.
and I'm looking at the comments, and this is overwhelmingly positive.
Yeah,
It's
that trailer was something that East Asia Soft put together, and this isn't the kind of advantage I guess I've had, and I've been lucky with that relationship, but they've kind of handled that, and it's really done well. It's on. Are you looking at the YouTube?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's and the comments are just fantastic to read. It's always get a little bit nervous looking at kind of there's a video like what people are going to say. But it's really nice. It's really nice, really good to read. A lot of support, and so it's really special. So it's really good.
Throw yourself a party when it comes out, man, like a release party.
Hell yeah.
Oh, definitely. No, I'm looking forward to it. It's but it's in a way it's kind of the start of the journey. It'll be the first time that many people have kind of played the full game. Obviously, quite a few people played the demo, but I think we'll kind of see what people think, and I'm really hopeful people enjoy it. But yeah, it's something I want to kind of keep pushing forward. So
Nice.
I'm looking forward to it.
And of course, if there's anything in regards to this game or just in general that you have to announce, by all means, you're always invited to the Level 857 podcast to announce it. And you know how we do over here.
Yeah.
That's really appreciated, guys. Thank you so much. I would love to be back again, and there'll be something new to announce. I'm sure.
Ooh, can't wait.
Yeah, when you're announcing that Level 857 DLC, let us know. And
That's awesome.
Mike, I know it's late over there, man. Go get some sleep, and definitely appreciate you coming on, and look forward to having you back on, man.
Yeah, man.
Thank you.
Thank you all so much.
Congratulations
Appreciate
again,
it.
yes.
All right. Take care
Congrats.
now.
Later, man.
Cheers. Bye.
Yeah.
Bye.
Round of applause for Mike Wells.
Absolute.
4 years, man. 4 years.
4 years.
4 years.
By
man.
yourself, working on one.
I know
game.
it's by himself.
Dude,
That's
man.
crazy.
This is why I relate to him so much, man. I've been working on a damn comic book for like God knows how long by myself.
Just wait till you make that a game.
Yo, dude. Yeah,
Got another decade on
yo. And I'll have Mike Wells work on the game for my comic.
Right.
But no, that's it looks awesome, man. Can't wait to play that on the channel.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah, man. We love the beat 'em ups.
Yeah, the hardest thing to get right is the feel. And playing the demo, the feel is there. Like, you can't explain it. The second you play, it's like, all right, I feel that this is fun.
Obviously, we're gonna
It's
talk
the
about
hits.
it. We'll talk
It's all
about it
about
later.
the hits.
Yes, Turbo. We'll talk about it later.
Sorry.
But Ninja Gaiden Ragebound, the way it feels is something that everyone's been saying. It's just that's so important in every single game. It has to feel right.
Dude, we're in a renaissance of 2D games right now.
Dude, I feel like
'em
everyone's
ups.
taking things
We'll
that
talk about it, but dude,
everything.
it's ridiculous.
First, it's
For
fighting
everything.
games, fucking beat 'em ups, and old school retro games coming back getting remade. I love it, man.
Yeah.
It's a fun time. It's a fun time.
It's insane.
All right, we take a little mini break.
Gonna take a quick bathroom break and we'll be right back. But we also are going to announce the game giveaway winner of the month of July.
Yeah.
So stay tuned, y'all.
Yes.
Yes.
And the
I'll
indie
take a
game of the
break,
week. We'll be right back, y'all.
Enjoy the music. We'll be right back.
too. Oh God. Oh God. And I'll be back with the announcement.
Damn, it's just me over here? All right, so, while everyone else is in the bathroom. Let's see here. Hold on.
He's talking by himself. That's great. Oh, man. Everyone kind of got up and left, and I'm back by myself. What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? Yeah. I always, you know what? I love every single guest that we have, but my favorite guests are always the developers, man. I love chatting it up with the developers. It's always fun to see the process they go through to get what they get, and it's always a good time hearing about it, man. Always a good time. Love the developers, y'all. Show them your love, show them your respect, because we love this gaming thing. We love this gaming thing.
Yeah, we're going to talk about what we're playing later. And what we've been playing is kind of magic.
There's a lot too much going on. Too many good games right now.
I'm too broke for all these games.
What's up?
I'm too broke for all these games.
No. You know what's crazy? Because like I bought, I obviously had to buy State of Decay 2 again, and I found my love for that game again, and I'm obsessed with it. Obviously the Jedi Survivor, I got to start that again, and of course I want to actually buy Astral Chain because I don't own it. So I'm like, and I'm playing new games, so I'm like, this is getting out of control right now.
It's like every 2 weeks right now.
Yeah, it's like this is
People
nuts.
complaining there's no games to play. What are you talking about?
Yeah, if someone says there's no games to play, I need to slap the shit out of them because it's out of control.
Yeah.
There's so many games, man. So many games.
Too many games. There's actually a convention called that.
But the cool thing is the beat 'em ups, you could run through those in like 30 minutes. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, even beat them up for hours now.
Really?
Yeah.
All right. I mean,
Somehow they figure out to make them hours.
if you suck.
Yeah.
Nah, freaking was it like 3? We had 3 streams. Get the River City or a little longer.
That's because I had to carry y'all. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah, get out of here.
The River City's like an open world.
But they made beat 'em ups pretty damn long nowadays.
Actually, even Streets of Rage 4 has like 12 stages.
Yeah, it's not easy. You just don't walk through them that fast.
But Fallen City, I think, has 8, so that's a nice solid.
I mean, it's arcade based.
Yeah.
You're not gonna stand up for hours on end in an arcade.
Well, I mean, depends on the game, you know.
I usually get like an hour, and $2.
Nah, man.
An hour and $2.
Well, that's why you gotta like pickpocket people into. No, I'm joking, guys. I don't promote that. I don't do that stuff.
All right, you back? You ready?
Sensational.
Almost. 1 second.
So yeah, we got the person winning the game today.
Yeah.
It's coming up. The sweepstakes is over, but you can join for this month. So be
Imagine
sure
if
to
we-
join.
Hell yeah.
Imagine if it was rigged and we were like, "Who won today?" Oh, it was Mike Wells. He won today. Oh my god.
If you're a guest,
It's
you're a
like,
guest
but
on our
he's the
show,
guest. How can he win the game?
you automatically win just for being a guest. This is how we get you on the show.
Yeah, exactly. It's like
Imagine.
we had to bribe him with a game. Wait, what?
They're like, all right, guys, what game do I get now?
Shout out to everybody in the chat. We got 17 heads, but only 12 likes. What's going on?
Oh no.
Someone's
Oh,
not hitting
no,
that
what's
like
wrong?
button. Someone's not hitting
no.
that like button. It's gonna be upset.
Well, we got to make
Even
them
if it's
like
just us, like it.
I already liked it.
I mean, I didn't. Let me do that.
You didn't even like our. Damn it, Turbo. You're supposed to be a fan.
Wow.
I'm still waiting.
I'm supposed to be a fan, right?
You're still
Like,
waiting.
I'm still waiting. I don't know what's coming up. I might not like the rest of it.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah. Oh no.
Well, you can always take it away.
I could have sworn that it had on the news. It was like a lot of Switch news. God damn.
Yes.
No,
Speaking
no,
of which,
purposely I did
before we
switch
get
it. Get it?
He said he switched it.
No, it could have been a lot more, but I was like, no.
Hi.
Okay.
Hi.
yeah, hold on 1 second. Let me get this. Okay, good. So we're on
It's Turbo's
camera.
big ass
We're
head.
on camera here. Yeah, so we're going to announce the indie game of the week, y'all.
Indie game of the week.
And this week's indie game is
Towerfall, released June 25th, 2013. Developer, Maddie Makes Games. Publisher, Maddie Makes Games. Platforms, Oya, PlayStation 4, PlayStation Vita, Xbox One, Nintendo Switch, Windows, Mac, Mac OS, and
It's on
Linux.
everything.
Sure, just interrupt me. Towerfall. I remember we played this a while ago.
Oh yeah.
Dude, I remember that was
This was hilarious.
an
This is
Ouya
great.
exclusive. That was an Ouya exclusive at one point.
This game was crazy.
It's a great versus game.
This game is great.
This should have got more run. Actually, we got to revisit this.
Oh yeah.
Wait, we played co-op campaign, right?
And there's a co-op campaign, and then there's a
Two. It's only two though. Two players, I think, right?
yeah.
Oh
Yeah,
wait,
but we did some
2
wrong.
versus 2, and I think there's a all free for all also.
Yeah, we did some wrong in 2-player and the game broke or something.
really? I remember just getting murdered.
No, we
Yeah.
couldn't pass the level because we didn't start it 2-player and it's weird, so we had to play it all over again.
Oh shit!
Oh.
And I think I passed the level and then you passed the level. We couldn't do 2
Oh.
players after it. It's weird.
I know
But
the versus mode is out of
versus
control.
is insane.
It's out
Yeah.
of control nonsense.
Yep.
Complete nonsense.
And
I
it's a
remember.
simple
The
premise.
screw jobs, man.
Oh yeah, it's
The
screwed.
screw job.
And it's messed up because like that arrow stays in your chest and you're
Yeah.
on the wall like
Right away, you can get caught.
You just
Yeah,
fall
it's
right
so
there.
dumb.
It's like, and go.
Yep.
I'm stuck on the wall.
And it's so aggravating and it's embarrassing because your body's just there in the wall. But it was a lot of fun.
What's the top number of players? Is it 6 versus? You got 6 people on
That's
I
a good question. I don't know.
I thought it was 4.
I-
We
thought
played
it was only 4.
but there might have been they might have added 2 more, right?
Maybe
I don't know.
online.
I don't know.
Oh, 6, Jesus.
6?
Is it 6?
I don't know.
If it's 6,
I
Jesus.
That's
heard
two,
it was
that's-
6. I don't know if it's on every single platform
That's like too
as
many.
6, but I know I
that's-
read
that's
somewhere
chaos,
that
dude.
it was up to 6.
We'll find out.
That's crazy.
I'll look it up right now.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing. Towerfall, multi,
I know they had a big update.
how many?
Something like
Up
that.
to 6 players in versus mode.
It is
Oh.
6.
And up
There we
to
go.
and up to 8 players in versions and with mods.
Okay.
So
That's
6.
ridiculous.
So,
Wow.
So 6 to 8, maybe.
Jesus Christ.
Wow.
Bless you.
No, really.
Thank you.
Wow. That's crazy. That's insane.
Fun ass game. We played this early on in the level 857, right?
Yeah.
Like year 2,
Oh, yeah.
year 2 or 3 or something like that.
It's a great versus party game, though.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Should have got more run. That doesn't mean it won't get run in the future.
Oh no.
That's
will get
true.
run.
That's true.
But yeah, it definitely gets that level 857 seal of quality.
Heck
I can do
yeah.
that. Seal of quality.
Seal of quality.
Yeah, you got the deep voice.
But yeah.
Oh shit, is it that time yet?
I mean, it
I
has to
think
be.
so.
Oh shit, we're out of people, but we'll see how we sound.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because it might be.
Oh no.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Oh,
it is time for the news. You know, it's better than I thought. Jay's bass sounded good. See, that's how the bass was supposed to sound, Turbo. Not. It doesn't.
You know what's
sound
great
like
about that? I muted him.
You have no power over there, Turbo.
yes, you can't do it.
You can't sound like a jack off.
I had to
Look,
simplify
man,
that.
everyone in the chat is angry. They wanted to hear
Yeah,
the bass.
right.
They
No,
wanted to hear the bass. They wanted to hear what game that was.
No, we had the bass.
It was actually Contra.
Stikz was the bass.
No one will ever hear it, but it was actually Contra.
Everyone was cheering.
I had to simplify my my melody there.
He said, "Don't." Why don't you do that? Don't go. Don't.
That's too tough to do, man.
Don't.
It's too
All
tough.
right.
Too tough.
What we got?
Yeah, so we're starting with the news, y'all. We got Nintendo, and they're raising the price of the Switch 1. That's crazy.
From what?
So we'll go through the prices.
$2.99, $3.99.
Well, there's a lot. There's a lot here.
Oh, there's more.
So yes.
Wow.
So they've so Switch 1, not the Switch 2, y'all, but the Switch 1, the 8-year-old system, which is going on 9 years. That is going up. That's crazy. So just to think about that.
Yeah.
Almost 9 years the system has been out, and
The
price goes up.
They're raising the price.
It's become an antique.
We
that's
we
all.
live in unprecedented times.
Yeah, we were waiting. We said, "Oh, they haven't even dropped the price yet. Just wait until they do that."
It became an antique.
And they said, nah,
So it's
nah,
rare.
you know what? We're not even gonna lower the price. We're gonna raise it.
We're going to raise
We're
the
gonna
price
raise it, 'cause we
of
think
the
backwards.
original Switch.
We're gonna do just fine. Nintendo, come on now.
Wow.
All right, so it's a tariff thing, and it's been a while, but it's now the original Switch is now $339.99, and the Switch OLED is now $399.99, which is only a $50 difference between the Switch 2.
Jesus.
Wow.
Make it make sense. Make
So
it make
they
sense.
also increased the Switch Lite and Joy-Cons. So now it's $100
Wow.
for Joy-Cons.
Oh my God.
I think it's for the Joy-Con too, though. But they raised the price on everything. All the accessories is like $5 here, $10 here. It's crazy. I don't
That's
understand. I don't understand how. Now listen, I understand that the tariffs made the prices go up because of taxes, but how is the technology that was available and it was old 9 years ago? It was already old when it released.
Mm-hmm.
I'm
It was
gonna
an
sell.
NVIDIA Shield. It was an NVIDIA Shield inside.
I'm gonna sell my kidneys.
And like, how are these cars, how are these chips not cheaper to make now? How are they not?
That's crazy.
I don't
Well, that's
understand.
the thing. I think Nintendo was faced with a choice. They were just like, okay, look, we're gonna have to. These tariffs are hitting. We don't want to eat it because
So you know what it should be? It
Nintendo's
should be
not
the same
eating.
price then. It should be the same
So they're
price.
thinking like, we can't. We just came out with the Switch 2, and they really don't want to hurt the Switch 2's momentum after they already came out with the controversial price of the $80 game situation when it first debuted. And they're like, we can't really stretch the Switch 2. We can't mess with that launch and that momentum. So like, what could we do? Let's put it on some legacy hardware that they're going to be phasing out within a couple of years. And
How's that
think,
making them
I think
money?
from a business
Yeah.
perspective, that was smart though.
No.
You know, rather than
How
raise
so?
Switch
No.
2 price.
No, like listen. The chips shouldn't be the same price as 8 years ago. That's the
In a
problem.
perfect world, you're right.
That's the
Principally,
problem.
Morally, you're right.
So
Old
why-
shit shouldn't cost more. But this is our government, Jay. This is U.S. government ruining these prices.
Nintendo is not the government. Nintendo has been milking us for way longer than they possibly should have for that system. And you're trying to tell me
They don't want to eat the
it's
tariffs.
same.
How are they going
Listen.
to eat the tariffs?
Listen, I'm not
You
talking
want
about
them
tariffs.
to eat it? They're gonna eat it.
Listen, I'm not talking about tariffs. I'm talking about being overpriced to begin with.
Yeah.
This should have been $50 lower 2-3 years ago.
This
so they
It
wouldn't
should
be-
have been.
So,
This is price gouging.
yes,
basically
so
what
they
it
should
is.
have kept it the same
It
price.
should
They're
have
not
been.
eating the price. They're already making way more. It should have
Right.
been the same price. We don't see that.
Right.
No, but check, even if they lowered the price years ago, they'd still be raising them today by $50.
I'm
because of the
saying if they
tariffs.
did it, they kept the price the same. That would have been them lowering the price in their eyes. They're not losing money. We wouldn't have seen a damn difference. That's what I'm
I
saying.
hear you.
But
I
yeah,
hear you, but I think that
Nintendo should be
they're going to
ashamed.
be they're going to have to pay higher tariffs on the Switch. This is the thing, they're going to have to pay higher tariffs on the Switch too. They're raising the prices on the Switch 1 to offset that. That's
You
what
think
I think
so?
is happening.
you think the Switch 2 is
What?
not going to get the price raised? Are you kidding me?
Not yet, not yet. They're trying not to.
We'll
they're
see.
trying not to.
We'll see.
You know,
So moving on.
you guys gotta get your Switch 2s fast before they freaking do
That's
that.
why I
man.
got
They're
it.
trying.
That's why I got it early. because
I'm
they're gonna change the
I'm
price.
in zero rush
Yeah,
because
same here.
if I got it, I wouldn't be playing it.
Well, no, I'm saying I got it because I didn't want to see it go up.
It goes up. It
And now
goes
it's
up.
gonna go up.
I got 50 games to play.
It's gonna go up. It's gonna go down.
yeah, like
Got games that aren't being played. So, yeah, I'm in the same boat.
yeah, no rush.
No rush. No
I'm
rush.
saying Nintendo should be ashamed.
I agree.
Xbox
No, I agree
did it
with
too.
that though. I did.
All of them are going to do it.
I agree with that.
So I'm not
No.
just blaming them, Turbo. I'm not
Look,
just
they're
blaming
a
Nintendo.
business. It's the U.S. government that's throwing this whole global tariff situation out of control, and they're
Next
just a
news.
company.
All right.
They're
Next
just a
news.
company trying to survive.
Trying to tell me an 8-year-old freaking system. They ripped me off. Oh, no, that's not their fault.
Yo,
They
no,
never
look,
lowered the
if you're
price
a
ever.
latecomer to the Switch now, if it took you 10 years, 8 years to buy a Switch, sucks for you.
Nintendo
The guy-
apologists.
Next news.
Nintendo's holding an Indie World live stream Thursday. So if you're catching us live, that's tomorrow, y'all.
Oh,
So yeah,
what time is it?
9 a.m. I think.
Ah,
it's 9
damn
a.m.
it, man.
Eastern. It's 6 Pacific. So, yeah, there's another Nintendo Direct. Everyone,
Well, first it was with their third party.
it was third party.
Third party. Now it's the indie games.
Yes.
Right.
So now it's another Direct people can get mad about because it's not
The
it's
indie
not-
world.
It's not these games that Nintendo's working on that they haven't shown you yet.
Dude,
Right.
I don't want to see Nintendo Direct till like fucking October or December.
I know, right?
I don't want to see anything right now. Just
Listen,
stop
people-
giving me mad things to buy.
People go
please.
crazy just to hear that there's a Direct. I was like, dude, people gotta
Just-
they gotta make the
Wait,
games.
So they're getting excited over an announcement
Yeah.
of an announcement?
Yeah. They just want to say Nintendo's got a Direct. They don't care what it is. And I was like,
Yo.
they said they got games coming. You know what games are coming.
Wow.
But they didn't tell me the day. I was like, relax.
Yeah, it's just like, what is going on in your life that you're this upset?
You guys don't need to know the day, okay? If they don't tell you that it's coming out in fall, it's coming out before Christmas. But I don't know the day. We need a Direct to tell me the exact day that this game is coming
Man,
out.
Dude, I just
It
I
says
just,
coming soon. I'm happy. I'm
I,
like, all right,
I
cool.
just want a date for Cosmic Invasion. That's all I care about this year. Like that's really all I care about.
But they want to know the future. They want to know the next 10 months.
Now,
Yeah.
Games that aren't finished yet so they can complain that they showed it too early.
yeah.
The second they show you a game and it's not like perfect, they're gonna kill that. So why would you want to do that? So yes, there's an indie one coming out tomorrow, and people are gonna be mad because Silk Song is not on it. And
that's like how many years?
It's still not out. It's still not out.
what people don't understand is that Hollow Knight Silk Song is a meme, and people act excited about this game because it's a meme. They're not. When this game comes out, listen, I want it to sell. I want it to be super popular. I want it to be one of the greatest games of all time. But this is an indie game that's taken forever to come out, and people swear by it like it's going to be the next Mario Brothers. And when it comes out, no one is going to buy it. And all of this craziness about they're not announcing Silk Song. They're not announcing. Listen, I want to be wrong. I hope it sells 10 million first day. That'll be awesome. I'm like, wow, people really actually wanted to play this game. But the fact that it's a meme and people like saying they're not going to say, and I hate this whole thing because they didn't say Silk Song. Buy it when it comes out. Impress me.
The internet's not a real place.
Exactly.
Trust me.
It's
if
just not a real
half
place.
as good as Hollow Knight, it'll sell fine.
Listen,
You know?
listen. I'm not saying it's a bad game. I'm saying it's a meme game. As far as people saying that, they're so disappointed they didn't hear it's not coming out. Like, that's stupid.
People just like the thing I notice about people online, and when they don't get what they want, when they want, they're gonna cry, they're gonna complain. And for so long they don't let shit go. They complain, and and this goes to I'm a big part of the multiverses community. This is the fact that game's been gone for a while. There's people still complaining about it. They're still complaining about it. It doesn't do anything. Like, complaining doesn't do anything. It's not. Since people got a chance to change Sonic the Hedgehog's look, like that's the only thing. What are we pointing at? You want my beer?
Give me.
Read the chat.
Read chat? I'm in the middle of talking.
You'll know what I'm talking about.
Hold on, what?
But yes,
Sorry.
like I said, I hope it's successful. I'm hoping to see a lot of indie stuff that they're going to talk about. This said 15 minutes. I don't know if that's going to be 15 games. I don't know how long these trailers are. Hopefully they announce some awesome stuff because that's usually what happens. But people don't listen. People don't watch the indies. They don't care. But we do.
Yeah.
And that's where all the fun games are,
Because we're
actually.
real gamers.
yeah.
We're
Oh,
real
yeah.
gamers, man.
So
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to seeing what they have at this Indie World Direct. And we'll be talking about it.
Yes,
if
we
it's
will.
anything that's huge and fun,
Heck yeah.
15 games. Well, 15 minutes.
Yeah.
What if it was
15
like
games.
2?
I thought it was 25 minutes. It's down to 15. Damn.
Wait, it's a 15-minute direct? Oh, damn.
It's usually like 20 or 25.
Damn.
That's not even worth streaming. If
No, it never is. It's too fast. It's too
We're
fast.
like, all right, that's it.
Well, depending on what they announce,
Right.
they'll make that into like an hour. talking about
I
it.
guess, yeah.
But who knows? We'll find out tomorrow.
True. Next.
So, this one is about Microsoft, y'all, not Nintendo. Surprise. It could have been Nintendo. That's why I said I did it on purpose. I changed it.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah.
Microsoft games made up most of PlayStation's top sellers in the U.S. last quarter.
Really?
Yes.
Holy
so they
shit.
said a recent report indicates that Microsoft published titles comprised the majority of top-selling games on PlayStation in the U.S. between April and June. 6 out of the top 10 selling games on PlayStation were Microsoft titles.
Wow.
The number one title was Forza Horizon 5. And they also had Elder Scrolls 4 Oblivion Remastered, Minecraft,
Wow.
and I think Sea of Thieves is on there, but a couple. There's a lot of Microsoft on that top 10, so I think they made the right decision. As much as people want to say they're a dying company,
Right.
that bringing their games on other systems was a mistake. According to them, it's doing well.
They're gonna be Sega, and be.
It's a smart business.
They're gonna be Sega.
Business-wise, it's smart, but
Yeah.
for their fans like me, it's like, okay, what's the point of that hardware nowadays? We're
Well,
trying to find.
they're not pushing their hardware,
Right.
so that's
No.
you don't have to care about their hardware anymore.
Microsoft.
They're not
is-
pushing their hardware.
They've always been a software company. So.
Yep. There's Windows hidden inside of each one of those games. It's a Trojan horse.
And when I think whatchamacallit, Gears of War
Trojan
is,
virus.
Gears of War. I'm ignoring that. Gears of War is coming out on PlayStation.
Oh, yeah,
think,
it is.
I think in like a week or two,
It'll sell.
So weird.
and that'll be the top seller.
It'll sell. Yeah, people have been waiting for those games, and if they haven't bought the hardware, which
Yeah.
isn't doing that great for Xbox, they're waiting for the games.
Right.
And that's all we've asked for the Microsoft hardware this whole time.
Don't
was the
mess with me.
games.
Sony's got the hardware, man.
Well, what's funny is we've been asking for the games,
Oh yeah. Yeah.
but they've already come out for the Xbox. So these are the games we were talking about.
Yep.
Don't play no games.
Remember that joke we made like years ago? It was like, imagine like all the companies are gonna merge together, and it's gonna have one box, that plays everything.
And now
from
it's gonna.
everybody. And now it's
man,
actually happening.
Well, I'm not saying that's the best
yeah, it's
idea.
actually freaking happening.
Yeah, it's not the
seems-
greatest idea. It's not good for the business.
No.
So yeah, I'm against that.
Yeah.
Don't play no.
Nobody wants a
games.
monopoly, man. Come on.
Yeah,
I didn't even like playing Monopoly as a kid.
All right, next news.
Oh
So-
God. Jesus.
but it's interesting to see that Microsoft is actually having a lot of success on another system.
True.
Sony
It's
at that.
funny to watch, but it's just like, yeah, it's like, you open up to a new audience, then yeah, if it's a great title, it's gonna be, received. So, bleh.
Okay.
Bleh.
Kev said received.
We'll see how they do on
Received.
Nintendo.
It's gonna be
Yeah.
received.
Hi-Fi Rush.
We'll see how it does on the Switch too, because they're probably announcing stuff on Switch 2 pretty soon.
Yes,
yeah.
they will be.
Next news.
Gears of War on the Switch too.
Last article.
Thank God.
Nintendo wants to know your thoughts on its divisive game key cards. So Nintendo's conducting a survey to gauge user preferences regarding physical and digital game ownerships for the upcoming Switch 2 console.
I'm actually surprised they actually are doing a survey like they care about people.
Yeah, like they're gonna use that info.
Like
That is kind of funny. though,
I've
that
never
they
seen
even
them do
a
that.
survey.
I've never seen them actually care.
Well, I
Look
think
at
this
that.
is in Japan, not America. But
Great.
yeah, so they're saying these things aren't selling like we thought. so now they got a survey to say, do you think we should spend more money to help you guys out or not? Nintendo, spend more money to help out these people so we can actually buy these games.
Yo, Radical Reggie, what up? He
Yo.
said,
What
Algie
up, man?
left me hanging again, guys. I asked to be on. He didn't return my messages. Shout out to Turbo.
What's up, Reg?
Damn,
Reggie's
radical
blacklisted, man.
He said- Algie said something
Ow.
about you. He's like, yo, I can't mess with Reggie's connection, man. He's got
Yeah,
like that.
man.
He's
Got
got
the
like
dial-up,
It's
man.
got
You
the
got the-
dial-up connection. It doesn't work with the podcast. It's so hard.
Reggie, this is perfect news for you. How do you like the game key cards from Nintendo? How do you like them? I know you personally probably hate them.
Oh, Reggie's a huge Nintendo Switch fan.
But no, they said, listen, I don't understand. This is just off the thing.
Yeah.
I don't understand why people are so angry at these cards when Nintendo does it. Because you got Activision and one of the most popular titles of all time with Call of Duty. And that does the same exact thing. It's just a code on a disc. And you download the entire almost 200 gig game on your system.
Because Nintendo's a whole company.
Bethesda.
No, I mean like
Bethesda's
Nintendo is
doing the
like
same.
Nintendo's
Bethesda-
the giant.
Bethesda sold Indiana Jones. It's literally megabits of information on that disc. You have to download the whole game.
Yep.
Countless other things. Not just they just come with the disc and you download the game. It's been going
A
on.
lot of the
for
games are
years.
like that on the freaking Xbox and PlayStation for years. It's like a little bit of stuff on the disc, and you have to download the whole freaking game.
But people act like that the game cards is such a new and like This is a rip-off idea. Like, that's where they were headed anyway. The games were too large to fit on the disc, and they didn't want to spend, listen, this is from the company saving money. They didn't want to put all of that stuff on multiple discs or buy the biggest disc and cost them every time someone bought the game. So they would rather just put small information on it and download it. And no one was saying anything when that was happening. That's the thing. No one.
Well, think of how many units the Switch has sold, 150-something million. Now think of how many people that bought a Switch is familiar with that, how the key card thing works.
I mean, Call of Duty is super popular.
No, I'm saying like the majority of those owners, I can't really say that the majority of those owners are Call of Duty owners. So it's like, so the majority of them don't know how that works. So it makes sense on why they would complain about that.
I mean, we're talking
like Nintendo's
50 million people. Like, there's a lot of people who bought Call of Duty.
And there's also
for years.
Yeah, but
I didn't hear one of them say that the thing wasn't on the disc. That's what I'm saying.
You know what I'm saying?
Not saying that Nintendo's doing the right thing with this.
Oh no, I'm saying like that's why a lot of people are complaining about it, because they're like, "What the fuck is this?"
Yeah.
And they don't want to research it. And I don't want to research it. I'm an idiot.
The fact that people are saying I won't buy a game because it's not on there,
right,
has never been a thing. That should have been a thing, and then we wouldn't have been in this predicament thinking that this is okay to do.
Yeah.
Because if they were doing this for years and say, "Oh, no, we're not going to buy Call of Duty, one of the most popular games," we're not buying that, and it sold 1 million instead of 30 million, 40 million.
Right.
Then they would have said, "Oh, hell, we can't do this." But because people weren't complaining, and they bought it, no problem. And then it was like, "Well, we'll give them the choice. They can sell this, they can trade it." That's what they've been asking for. I think that's what the problem was. No, the problem is that they don't own the game anymore because you got to download it, and when that disappears, when that license disappears for some reason or another, you're left with nothing. What are you selling?
It's not going to disappear, okay? It will never disappear.
All right.
Didn't get a chance to see Happy Gilmore 2 yet. Radical Reggie.
Damn it,
Same
Reggie.
here.
I heard good things.
It's funny.
Yeah, I heard good things.
It's funny.
It's got Shooter Baby in there. He's in there.
Shooter Baby.
It's funny. If you're a fan of part, if you're a fan of part
He
one,
takes the gun. He goes like, you know. He does
Wait,
the sign with
damn,
his
Kev. We
hand.
know who it is. We know who it is, Kev. We know who it is.
This guy's trying to talk. And
We
Kev
know-
keeps
we-
going.
I'm sorry.
We know who it is. All right, everyone knows who that is.
It's bad enough his voice is,
you're a fan of part one.
Stikz, I'm sorry. Go.
Then you probably like Happy Gilmore 2, although it is many, many, many years after the first, and you
hilarious.
can't quite get the magic that the first one was. But it's one of the better sequels of nostalgia sequels that came out, because there have been some horrendous ones. Not saying this is better than the first, but it's enjoyable enough. But yes,
I heard Eminem makes a cameo.
Oh, nice way to
why would you
ruin it.
just spoil it?
I don't know anything about the movie.
Actually, I didn't even know that. But,
I don't know anything about the movie.
Anything
and
else
just
you
sta-
wanna?
Yeah.
Anything else
okay.
you wanna
Great.
ruin while you're here?
Great.
I'm not gonna tell you where it happens. Or,
Dude, the fact that now we know he's.
I had no
come on.
idea. I had no
I
idea.
didn't know either.
That was a spoiler. I was mad that someone just
Come
clicked
on,
out,
man.
and right before I watched it too. So I guess you just gave that to everyone.
I'm picturing everybody listening. They're like, "Fuck."
now you gotta find them.
Dude,
like, where's Waldo?
dude, how are you without even like skipping a beat, just ruin something, and like just give a spoil? Oh, do you know what's the name's in it? Like
knowing that we didn't see it yet.
yeah, like we just say it. Oh, what's his name? Watch
We
out for him.
literally just said we didn't see it yet.
Like
Can't wait to watch it.
So
dude,
back to the
It's been on
news.
TikTok.
Wow.
There's
Back
been shorts about it.
the news. So, Nintendo is maybe having the option of getting these cards down to get the third parties to actually use the cards by having maybe an 8 gig card, 16 gig card, 32 gig card, instead of just a 64 gig card.
That's crazy.
That's too expensive for these companies to do. So, from what they said, they're seeing them talk with other companies that may be able to get them these cards. It hasn't been done yet, so we don't know. But the survey may be saying, okay, maybe we should just invest in someone making these cards cheaper so we can actually sell these to people, because that's the problem. People don't have it on the disc. So we'll see. Hopefully this survey matters, and game collectors and people who care about the physical inventory have an option. Because right now it's looking like everything's going to go digital, and nobody wants that.
hell no.
Especially physical game collectors. They don't want that.
Yeah, at least for my
Except
generation.
for probably Bobby Digital. He's the only one that probably wants it.
All right, moving on. All
Else
right, that's the end of that.
I'm gonna hang up on you, man.
Yeah, that's freaking
Turbo,
hang up on you, dude.
Turbo
Come on.
has done the news portion of the show.
Yeah.
And he will be leaving us now.
Yes. So say your goodbyes. Turbo.
Thank you for appearing on the news portion of the show. Moving on.
All right, moving on, everybody.
Thank you, Turbo.
Yeah.
No, I'm not done yet.
We have. Let me see. We have time to go over games played.
A lot
Let's do it.
of us played the same.
Let's talk about
Yeah,
it.
so it'll be quick. Hold on 1 second.
Did y'all play multiplayer? Actually, no, we did.
I was upstate. I didn't play.
We didn't do it. Okay.
Yeah, it was
no
We didn't do
multiplayer.
anything.
So yeah, it's a lot quicker.
I played. I actually started. I only played for about an hour and a half of Cyberpunk 2077.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, man.
So the tutorial.
It's pretty much. Yeah,
It's
I didn't
a
get through
long
anything.
tutorial.
But I like the world. I love the world, man. The way it looks, it's freaking beautiful.
And you've had that for how long?
Since it came out.
For 3 years. 3 years, man. 3 years.
Like you have the original Xbox One version, right?
No, I actually bought it on Steam.
Updated?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. It was on
Yeah.
sale. It's on super sale.
Yeah, it was on the sale, the summer sale, whatever. So I picked it up, and yeah, man, it's freaking awesome. It's awesome. I don't know what the hell I'm doing, but it's good. It's cool.
Yeah, I got like 2 hours in. I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, it's
But
like
when it opened up, I was like, I'm not ready right now.
it reminds me. It actually is very similar to when I played Fallout 3. It's just the beginning. Very, very similar. The way they throw you into the world,
They
super
teach you all
immersive.
how to aim and all this.
Yeah. Dope. But that's pretty much
Sensational.
all I had time to play.
Yeah, I feel like I would have to do that again because it's been so long since I did the tutorial. It wouldn't matter now.
Yeah.
All right. I guess I can start with what I've been playing and you've been playing also. Ninja Gaiden, Ragebound.
Ragebound.
Oh yeah.
Yes, I was gonna actually play the one you bought and save some money.
Yeah.
And I was like, you know what? It's on sale. It's 10% off right now. I can cop this
What
for 20
platform you
bucks.
play it on, Stikz?
I got it on Steam, so
Okay,
I have it
60
on
frames.
everything. That was a determining factor too because you got it on Switch.
Right.
So I was like, all right, I might as well get
I
it
got
on.
it on Switch, and on Switch too, it doesn't even play 60 frames right now.
So I was like, we'll get to you, Turbo. We'll get to
Wow.
you. So I was like, it does play better on this system, so it's the same price. And I could play it handheld anyway if I wanted to. I could play it on my computer. I could play it any way I want. So I was like, all right, Steam sounds like the option. And it was $20. It said it was funny. It was 10% off, so it was $22. When I bought it, it was like 10% off, $20. And I was like, wait, that's more. Okay, so it's cheaper this way. Fine, I'll buy it. And then when I went back to it, it said $22. I was like, I don't know. But I'd say $2. I'll take it. But yeah, wasn't expensive. $20 is not a lot to ask for, especially for that. It's a beautiful game.
Oh yeah,
Dude,
Great
it just runs
It looks so smooth, man.
smooth. Like it's a throwback to old platform adventure action games. Actually, it's just platform adventure action. But like there's no flaws with this game.
Mm.
It's just like you play Blasphemous. Obviously, you play Blasphemous.
I mean, the
Sandy Boom.
pixel art looks like Blasphemous.
Yeah, you see the
it's
the same depth.
You see the polish, you see the influence. It's a beautiful game. This is what we were talking about before when something just plays well. Plays well. Everything feels great. It's fast paced.
There's no jank.
No, the music is fucking awesome. I love it when they sneak in the remixed music. Not sure how far you guys played into the game.
Oh, they play with nostalgia, definitely.
I'm
Yeah,
well
I
into
heard
the
a couple
game.
of
I'm
times.
like pretty far. I think I'm close to the end of the game.
Wow.
And
What stages?
and they don't overuse the old tracks, right? So like
Yeah.
they'll throw it on the stage early, like, oh, nice remix, and then you won't hear nothing for a while, and then they'll sneak another track, and then I'm like, the fact that they just sneak it in,
Let me know what's important.
and it's just it feels I love the shit out of this game.
As you can tell, it's done by fans.
I love
They're
it.
like, yo, this would be awesome here, and they do it.
Yeah. And if people want to play and put themselves through pain, you could buy things in the shop where, checkpoints aren't as good. The knockback is like the part 1 from the NES.
Yeah.
If you want that difficulty, you could play that way. Me, fuck that. I like to enjoy my games. I've been through the NES of 1 and 2, and I don't need to go through that again.
Do they have Hawk mode with a with a
Oh, that dude has the same. No, that hawk has the same pattern. That hawk has the same fucking pattern from the original.
That should be the hardest difficulty.
You brought that son of a bitch back.
And they should have the sound of doom,
Oh, I like the sound.
doom, the hit.
And they got the cinema.
that, G.
They got the cinemas, and they got the the new character. She's fucking dope. Boss battles are fun. I love this game so much. It's one of my favorite games that I've bought recently. It's so fun, so fun.
There's no way I wasn't buying it right away. I was like, forget it. I'm just gonna buy it. No need to wait for that.
And I'm gonna try to get the special edition, but we all know how
Physical
hard that
later.
is. But hopefully I can get that. But I love this game.
Turbo, we've been playing it too, right?
I've been playing it also. Yeah, it's I'm impressed with it. Very, very cool. I playing it on the Switch. I got it for playing on the Switch too. And there's no 60 frames yet, not yet. They hinted that they're gonna do a.
How's the
patch,
game?
but
How's the game?
The 60 frames. We need to talk
How's
about
the game?
The game is great. I like the story. I like was it Kenji, and the other one is it Kimura?
I think it's Kimura. I think it's Kimura.
I like how, and this is cool. I noticed the little things on how they recanoned Ryu's father's name. It's not Ken Hayabusa. It's Joe Hayabusa it's from the the 3D
Shinobi.
games.
Shinobi.
Because they never really connected Shinobi. They never really connected the new Ninja Gaiden trilogy with the old one. They kind of did like a reboot. But now this game kind of combines them. Now it combines the lore of the NES games with the 3D Ninja Gaiden. So I think that was pretty cool in the subtle ways that they did that. Yeah, I like the game. The gameplay is great so far. I like the cool little gameplay mechanics, and I like the fact that she's from the Black Spider clan, and they're kind of expanding on that a little bit in ways that they didn't do in the 3D Ninja Gaiden game. So I thought that was pretty cool.
I'm hoping by the time this game ends that they have plans of doing another. Like, I really want that to continue.
By the way, just looking at the gameplay footage here, this right here, this room reminds me of Blasphemous.
Oh,
Yeah.
just this.
So when the sides close and you have to fight your way out. Reminds me of Blasphemous.
No, there's a lot of Blasphemous influence here, and it's so fast paced that like you have to get ill, and when you get ill and pull something off, you're like, oh, that's amazing! I just pulled that off.
Yeah.
And they don't even teach you some move. There's some moves in the game they don't even teach you.
Nice.
You know what move is underrated? I like the evade.
The evade,
evade.
I always forget it's there, but I always use the evade with the stab, the roll stab.
Oh, it is,
the roll stab's incredible.
It is a great technique.
It reminds me
is a
of
great-
Blasphemous's rolls dash stab. That's exactly where they probably got it from, and it works so fucking well. I love
It's
this
the same
character.
developer, right? Same developer
Yeah.
did the Blasphemous game.
Yeah.
Yep.
I love this character's design. I think she looks so cool. She is so dope looking.
It's chaotic.
The Game Kitchen. That's the name of the developer.
The Game Kitchen, yes, that's right. Now they're always cooking
Cooking it up.
always cooking something up.
Yep.
Yep.
There goes everyone jumping on that one. Yep, there we go. But how far are you in the game?
I'm probably up to like three something, 3-2
Okay.
maybe. Yeah,
I'm in
around
the
that.
fours.
I was gonna say,
First boss beat.
yeah,
That's it.
Style. You should spoil it for Turbo.
Yeah, why don't I tell you what happens?
Did
Actually,
you know? Did you know Eminem was in the game?
Eminem makes an appearance in there. You know,
Did you know
Really?
he made a guest appearance in
He
there?
drops bars.
Wow.
The candy,
No.
the candy itself. No,
He
so,
drops life bars. Life
No,
bars.
so the other game I was playing, I did play the Shinobi demo, and
Ooh.
I wasn't anticipating. I forgot. I downloaded. I was like, yo, I gotta play these side by side. I gotta see what's cool about these, dude. And we're getting- listen, if Ninja Gaiden got a 9, right, like 9 or 10s, it's getting high ratings.
Yeah.
Shinobi, it should get the same or higher, dude.
Yep.
I've been hearing things
Yep.
about Shinobi.
Dude, Shinobi
I've been
is
hearing things.
something. As much as I love, I'm not putting them against each other. They're both
Their own
tremendous,
thing.
tremendous games. If you're a Ninja fan, you're in heaven right now. You are on cloud 9 because these two games are the top that you can do on them. If you're a Shinobi, like I'm a Shinobi 1 fan, right? That's different than a Shinobi 2 or 3 fan. If you're a Shinobi 2 or 3 fan, this game does everything perfect for you. It's ridiculous.
I watched like a 5-minute video, and I said, I gotta stop watching.
Dude,
I gotta stop watching.
the art, show Shinobi. But the art on Shinobi, Like that's like Ninja Gaiden looks amazing. I'm such a fan of the Shinobi art style. It just looks
Streets of Rage 4.
amazing.
It's
Yeah.
Streets of Rage 4.
Yeah, it's just so
Good.
clean. It's so clean. And when it came
Yep.
on, I was like, yo, the way they draw them, like the 2D, like not even just the sprite. The sprites look exactly like when they're big and talking. They look exactly like that in the background. And I was like, how did they do that? They look exactly
Sega
the
out
same.
here eating. Sega's eating right
the
now,
way,
man.
The way they're teaching you all the stuff, like I'm getting new stuff. Like the demo is not a long demo, but they have a lot of stuff to teach you in it. And they don't. It's not like here, do this to do this, do this, do this. It's implemented
beautiful.
smooth in
Look
the
at that.
game. Yeah, that's right in the beginning.
That's beautiful.
And I was
He out here
shocking.
getting girls pregnant.
Now she just standing.
The guy, she's like,
She's standing there.
yeah. He's like, yeah, that's my baby in there.
The way that's not what he says.
Yo, dude.
Yo, imagine.
Do a voiceover.
That's my baby in there.
That's a
You better not
ninja
leave this
baby.
house, woman.
You won't even know that baby comes out. It's a ninja baby. Nah, but it's just like so like a cartoon. It's amazing. She's skinny as heck though.
Yo, look at that. That's skinny as hell.
Yes. But the way they tell the story, like you're already in right away.
Awesome.
Right away. And I can't like I'm gonna buy this
I'm trying to get the
with
physical.
no money. I'm gonna try and buy this with no money. I gotta find out how I gotta sell stuff. Listen, I gotta get this.
If
when
you
it comes
guys
out.
switch too, you
So
can
you
figure
could
out
be
how,
there.
you can get this easily. You can get
Well, it's gonna be
this.
$30. It's still on sale. Actually, no, it's like
Just
20.
sell the Switch 2 and get this. You have money left over.
And you can buy it back.
You can buy it back later.
I think it's on sale if you buy it early. It's at the end of the month.
Something like that.
I'll buy
It's
this
like
Switch 2 for you
10%.
for
Yeah.
$350.
Leave my Switch 2 alone.
I'll buy it for you.
Leave my Switch 2 alone. But no, I'm gonna buy this end of the month.
Are you getting physical or digital?
No, digital.
Digital, okay.
Yeah, get it on Steam. But yeah, it's available. It's on the wish list, and I can't wait to play it. Like there's one boss in the demo, but they have so much, and like you learn. It's like kind of how Prince of Persia was like, oh, that looks tough to do, but you learn it, and it's like smooth to get
Yeah.
through. That's how this is.
That's called great gameplay.
And I think the fighting, like you intentionally do what you do in this. It's like, oh, I don't just mash the button and get lucky and go through everything. Like you intentionally do what you're doing.
Nice.
And then like I got this knee, like roll and jump up with a knee. I killed the last boss, hit him in the ass, like I was dead, big ass dude. It's like, how the hell? It's just smooth.
The way people are talking about this in Ragebound, they're like, this is like, they better put these up for some awards. Like,
Yeah.
like that's how good they were talking about these games, and that's so good to see because it's not another
Side
yet
by side.
another open world game. You know, that's always see these beautiful. You know, and I love open world games. I'm not gonna shit on them, but there's always like a, you know, a Horizon, a God of War.
We
you know,
got 3D
something.
Ninja Gaiden also coming. There's another.
Yeah,
Ninja
and
Gaiden.
that's in September.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's in September. So Jesus.
And that's the one you
Christ.
know people are gonna be talking about. They're not
I
gonna talk about
pre-ordered that.
these. But that's the one they're gonna talk about. They're gonna forget about these, which is terrible because this is incredible.
Yep.
I hope.
Mad Ninja game.
I hope Ninja Gaiden has a playable Ryu Hayabusa as a DLC or after you beat the game or something. I know nothing about it, but that'd be so dope. But Shinobi looks incredible, and if this is any indication of what Sega is up to, when they showed you footage of Shinobi, Crazy Taxi, Golden Axe, Streets of Rage 3D, then oh god,
Oh, they started phenomenal with this.
yeah. This is the first one that's out, dude. This is gonna be a time. It's
And
gonna be
Turbo,
a
you played it,
time.
right?
No, yeah, to piggyback off of that game, oh my God, when I played the demo, I didn't expect, Shinobi's always been like good to like, you know, I thought Shinobi 3 was like really, really good. Like good to very good, Shinobi, you know, Revenge Shinobi, Shinobi 3, Shadow Dancer. It's never been like excellent type of a game, Shinobi, at least to me. But this game,
Joe
I
will
was
be
like,
very angry with you.
I was blown. No, it's just like you could tell that Lizard Cube really, you know, it definitely they did the Streets of Rage 4 treatment on Shinobi because they gave it like you have a light attack, you have a heavy attack, you do combos with both of them. The fighting is so varied, free flowing. Like again, like when I was talking about Ninja Gaiden Ragebound, and I was talking about the roll, the dodge, he's got the same type of roll as well.
Yeah.
You know, and it's just. He's never Joe Musashi. He's never felt so cool to control. It's like I don't know what is up with these modern indie developers, where it comes with, you know, they've mastered how playable character is supposed to feel.
A ninja actually made the game.
Seriously,
Like, an actual
hired a
a ninja made the game.
Yeah.
They got the
It's
experience.
insane.
He's like, no, that's not realistic. Do that. Yeah, there we go.
You check the classifieds. Ninjas for hire.
Silently, more vicious.
I like how both. I like
Yeah.
how both ninja games are very different. Ninja Gaiden Ragebound is very much a linear action platformer, and I think it focuses more than Shinobi. It focuses more on the platforming than it does the combat. I think Shinobi focuses more on the combat. Even though it does. It's still, and it's more of a Metroidvania. Actually, it's like there's backtracking, a little bit more exploration. There's checkpoints.
Yeah, I gotta
you
move
know,
on. I was
it's-
like, yo, I gotta play this again.
What
Now.
more can you ask for?
It's like no Shinobi, just even both first bosses with Ragebound and Art of Vengeance. They were just like they did their homework. They know what they're doing when it comes to these freaking games and reviving these old franchises, modernizing them. But Shinobi, like just by the way it looks, like Stikz was saying, the way it plays, I was blown. What did you do? The like you have like the Nimpo, which is kind of like ninja magic. You're blowing fire. That's like one thing you can do. Then you got the ninjutsu where the freaking flames are engulfing the whole entire screen.
Did all
And then
that.
he has this execution move,
Did all that.
where you whittle somebody's energy down, and then you just like do this warp thing where you just execute him. Like the combat is so deep,
Almost
way
overwhelming.
deeper than it's ever been in other Shinobi. It's like it blew me away. So this is gonna be a day one. Absolutely.
Physical or digital?
I'm digital, man. I'm digital all the way.
Yeah.
Oh, you're lazy ass and trying to get up.
I'm not getting no freaking physical. No, I want to turn on my console, press A to start the game. That's it.
Now press start to start again. What happened to that?
I'm looking for a digital, obviously. I mean a physical, easily, because
Oh,
that's
man.
something I gotta have.
For those who didn't play them, play them. They both have demos.
I'll play them.
They both
Yeah.
have demos. Play the demos at least. But
Play 'em,
these
Reggie.
games.
Play him, Reggie.
Yeah, Reggie, you should be playing this.
Play
Talk
'em.
about where's your video on this? Where's the video on the
Yeah,
ninjas?
yeah. We want to see a live stream of you playing one of these, Reggie.
Oh yeah.
Like
Yes.
after the podcast is over,
Face cam.
turn on that cam and throw it on. We
Make it
want to
happen.
see it.
Make it happen.
Make it happen.
Just like
Oh,
we
and
made it happen
before,
today. Damn it.
Go ahead, Stikz. You go. Sorry. to cut you
That was the
off.
outro to the show. You ruined it.
Yeah.
Well, he had one more thing
Continue.
to say.
I know.
Quickly.
All right. The one game I'll play. I played real quick. I played some of the demo of what's that HT2D game by SquareSoft? Something I forgot the name of it. It's
Oh
not-
shit! Oh man, what's the name of that?
I wrote it.
Timothy.
I wrote in the
Something.
chat, and I saw this. I was like, "This is the freaking like this is it
It's a
right
good
here."
amount
The
of type game.
freaking,
I gave you.
Really?
I sent you the trailer, right?
Yeah.
yeah, you sent me the trailer, and you said that'd be great for you and Zuri, my daughter, to play.
The
And I was
Adventures of
just
Jiminy
like,
Cricket.
it would be. I didn't play it with her.
The Adventures of Elliot,
There you go.
right?
Yes.
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 Elliot, the
You know what?
Millennium Tales. Oh yeah, the Millennium Tales. Yes. Yes.
Yeah, and it looks like a HC2D looks like a Octopath Traveler type game, but it's an action RPG, and it plays pretty good. It reminded me of A Link to the Past a little bit. I had my sword, I had a bow already, fairy companion, going out into the world, and it gives you Mana vibes. Definitely gives you Secret of Mana vibes.
Secret
You know.
Evermore.
Yeah, a Secret of Evermore, Secret of Mana. I'm looking forward to playing more of it. It's funny, like Bazaar was saying, Bazaar in the chat was saying earlier about, HD2D. I love the art style. There's some people who are just like, every game looks like Octopath Traveler now. This is boring.
Wow.
And I'm like,
No, I love that look, man.
I'm-
It looks beautiful.
but
Yeah.
it's like, they all don't look the same though. Like this
a
game
style.
doesn't, it doesn't look completely like Octopath Traveler. It's like it's a little bit more angled differently. Like some of the building structures in the village look a little bit more polygonal than some of the other games, like maybe like Dragon Quest 3 or Octopath Traveler 1 and 2.
It's
They
a
look a little
style.
bit more.
Yeah.
Can't just say, oh,
Like
it's 2D, so every game shouldn't be 2D. Like, come on.
Yeah.
There's so many
Yeah,
different
that's
stuff.
what
This
I'm
is
saying,
an
like,
actual
it's just-
style of game,
Yeah.
so it's like, come
So,
on.
yeah, man.
If you don't like it, don't fucking play
It's
it.
not your taste.
It's like,
whatever.
it's like Donkey Kong Country. You should never make a game that looks like Donkey Kong Country.
Yeah, like, come on.
Like, why?
Because it
What is
looks
that?
too much like it's pretty much got the same style. Speaking of Donkey Kong Country, Donkey Kong Bonanza, it has the same art style as like Odyssey. They look like they can exist in the same universe with the art style that they use. But
Yeah, that's why it's a dumb
colorful,
argument. To say,
expressive,
oh,
and it's
It's all
it'll
it's all
never get-
nonsense. It's nonsense.
It was all nonsense. Like the HD 2D, I'm like, it looks like a nice, clean, modern pixel art, like with voice acting that's amazing. So it's just like I love the presentation. So
Listen,
that game is
if they give me
I look
Final
forward to
Fantasy,
playing more of it.
if they give me Final Fantasy 4 and Final Fantasy 6 to HD 2D, they can do whatever they want after
Yeah,
that.
that's fine. That's fine.
That's all I want.
That's fine.
And I'm picking them up, yes. And they make those games that way, dude. It's Dragon Quest 3 just got a 60 frame update on the Switch too, so I might be picking that game up. They do the same thing.
We don't care
Final
about that.
Fantasy 6 and
What a way to
4.
ruin the conversation.
And that's the show, folks.
That's
Well, we're gonna announce the monthly game giveaway winner
There you go.
for the month of July.
Yeah.
And that winner is.
Let's get the round of applause.
Oh God, I can't read it from here because it's not in real time. So hold on a second. Let me switch my camera.
Wow.
Oh my God, it's Yodel. You did it, man.
What a name.
Yodel, congratulations. You're the July 2025 winner. You did it, man. You freaking did it. Appreciate the support. Now this is a pretty good winner. I enjoyed this winner popping up in the random draw because this dude did everything. He did it all.
Really?
He did it all. Every entry that he was able to do, he did it.
Wow.
He did it. So I was like, this is a huge support. I check it too.
He wants the game. He really wants a free game.
He really wanted it.
That's awesome.
Absolutely.
That's
So
dope.
congratulations, Yodel. I'll be contacting you real soon.
Congratulations.
Heck yeah, man.
It's sensational.
And
Heck yeah.
And of course, everyone who came through for the interview that are still in the chat and you have not subscribed, please subscribe to the channel. Hit the like button. All 23 of you
Yeah.
who are in the chat right now. Thank you so much for showing up and showing us
Yes.
love.
Heck yeah, man. Slap the like.
Much appreciated.
Slap the shit out that like button.
Blow up
Relax.
the like button.
Relax.
like crack,
Abuse the like button.
crack.
abuse that like button.
All right.
That's, and for those who are checking us out for the very first time and never heard of Level 857 and you just discovered that you can't get enough, well, we got some more content for you in the form of a streaming schedule. Sundays, 3:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We got Let's Play Sundays. That's going to be some multiplayer games, guys. Either co-op or the versus variety. So join that Discord. Follow us on the social media and find out what we're going to be playing next. Last week we took off because, we had a lot of people, Chalk is on vacation and, we weren't available. But hopefully we can get something going this Sunday. So follow that social media to find out what we're going to be playing. It's going to be cool.
Sorry about that.
And
I was like, why did you make Turbo so loud?
You know, it's crazy. The audience has no idea why we're laughing.
Okay, I'm like,
I'm sorry, Turbo, to cut you off. I accidentally hit the slider on your volume, so you were like,
wow.
you blew out our eardrums.
I'm awake.
That's
Yeah.
And for Fridays, Fighter Fridays, 9:00 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, you got Big Choco doing what he does. He's either going to be whipping some ass or getting his ass kicked, but he always takes a challenge. So join him. Get in there. Get in the ring. Test your skills and find out which one of y'all is the baddest.
Test your
Is
might.
the best.
Well,
I don't know if he might be on vacation, so I'm not sure if he's going to be doing this.
No.
You mean you're not sure? He's not streaming from Japan?
He's not in the country.
No,
man.
he might. I'm going to talk on the side. He said he might try to do something from Japan.
He ain't doing
never
shit
know.
from
Yeah,
Japan.
from his
He's going
phone.
to be at Evo
In yeah.
doing a show. No.
Yeah.
All right, so Chocolate won't be hosting this Friday, unfortunately. But he'll be back to do it the following week after that. We'll let you know in the social media if one of us is going to pick it up. I don't know about that. Definitely won't be me. But Wednesdays, guys, we got 7:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.
Wow.
It'll be all four of us host, unless some of us are on vacation like we have this week. But usually we don't have that. We got all five of us doing what we're doing. Got you guys joining the live chat, making this thing a party. If we have awesome guests like we did today with Mike Wells talking about Fallen City Brawl or any other project that they got coming up, it's going to be interesting. It's going to be something that's worth your attention. And it's always going to be a party with or without a guest. So make sure you tune into that. And if you would like to support us in any way, there's several things that you can do. You could rate and review us on your preferred podcasting platform, wherever you get your podcast. Tell some family and friends that we exist.
Oh yeah.
That always helps out. And if you'd like to step up your level of support, we do have Patreon and Fourth Wall pages. You know, they give you that permanent discount on the merch. You can check out that merch at 857ent.com/merch. If you want to check out the membership, it's 857ent.com/#membership. If you want to do any of that. But, you know, liking, leaving comments, you know, dropping comments in the chat, doing any
Super
of that free
chats,
stuff,
YouTube
subscribing to the
memberships.
YouTube channel or
All
wherever
that.
you listen to the podcast, that's all appreciated.
And speaking of merch, I got here the beer mug right here with the Level 857 logo on it, and
Look at that.
a Level 857 coaster. These things are awesome, man. They actually came out better than I. Look at that. It's freaking cool.
No, it's all glossy. It might be tough to see the shine in the camera,
Yeah, it's
but
kind
trust
of
me, it's there.
trying to get it out the gloss out.
There-
of
oh,
it.
look, you got the shine. Yes, you got the light shine right
He
on
got
it.
mad excited.
And I guarantee you, when you guys have a beverage, a cold, frosty beverage out of the Level 857 pint, the beer is gonna taste better than it's ever tasted before in your life.
Wow.
So yeah, get on that.
What a
Hey,
selling point.
Get on it.
He's like,
It's
let me
crazy.
start with the selling point and just lie to them.
Let me just make some stuff
No,
up.
it's true.
Let me slide to people.
beer
It's
is
going to
stuff
taste
up.
better.
As long as they buy it, I don't care.
the beer is gonna be more refreshing than it's ever been. You know, it's crazy. You
All
get
right,
to look at a logo while you're drinking a beer. It's crazy.
Merch is available.
Yeah, merch is available, and thank you.
Purchase and enjoy it, y'all.
Yeah, we appreciate you. We appreciate everybody in the chat.
Hell yeah, man.
Hell yeah, man.
Hell of an episode.
Yeah, man.
Absolute.
Next-
Shout out, congratulations to Mike Wells.
Yes,
Fallen City Brawl.
yes.
Looking forward to playing it when it comes out. Looking forward to it, being ported to all these other platforms. I hope it has great success because it deserves it.
Yes. And next
Shout out to
week
you
we're
guys showing up. Sorry.
trying to speak. That's the thing about online calls. Like when it's like playing hopscotch with the. I'm trying to say what I was trying to say is next week we will not have a podcast. We'll be taking a little break, so we'll be
That's all.
He's shocked. He's shocked that
That's
we're off.
Pokey P.
He's shocked we're off.
That's all, folks. Nah, until next time, y'all.
returning. What happened to my mic?
We'll be back.
What happened to my microphone?
Not next week.
You're not
Right after that.
Mike, that's great.
My microphone turned off. Holy crap. What the hell? Yeah, we're going to, when we do return, what I wanted to say was that we have a tier list for you guys. Oh, yeah. Can't wait.
All right.
I'm crying tears right now.
So until next week.
Until next time.
Yeah.
Peace.